Skylanders Imaginators Crash Edition for the PS4 live stream, and this is purely just to test the functionality on this new setup because I haven't obviously tested this before. So me and Cool Pro 195, aka Pedro Gouvier, were doing this before, but I've changed setup, so this is just why I just want to hopefully test this, and this is mainly for his benefit, just to see it all in action. So let's go with this. There we go, so now we're back with the live stream for the live round, so then we now put our Skylander next. And it's just loading, so bear with this for 1 second. Just hopefully, there we go. There we go, crash first, as our first little test Skylander. Right, so now Crash is now on the portal, and he came back for this. This was his first appearance after some time away. So as you guys know, this was announced at E3 2016, and I shared that video of that press conference. And what they did first basically was their aim was to introduce the main game first before they did guest characters. So what they did before this was they announced the game in full, so Skylanders Imaginators first, just to gauge the reaction first. And then a really big surprise came up, which we guys did not expect at all, and it announced that Crash Bandicoot was going to be a guest character on this game when the game came out that October. And that was again to gauge interest, to see if Crash was viable still. Like, what I mean by viable is that the character was still popular enough to receive this guest appearance. So, and then they did that, and then there was a huge cheer, like sort of in the room when this was announced. So this was big news, and then from that they could then see that there was enough interest and viability to do this, and that Crash fans were still receptive to these ideas, which sort of helped their case a bit. And obviously you thought, okay, there you go, just fire me there a minute, there we go. So what they did then was, okay, so then now Crash is popular enough to receive this appearance, then they thought, okay, what content could we add with this? So then the Thumping One Per Island pack was sort of announced like a few weeks later. And this was again to gauge interest. So they thought, okay, Crash is popular enough to receive something now, then what content can we add, sort of to keep them coming back with this, because we want them to stay with this game again as long as possible, to see viability. So then he came back in the main game that October, and he was very well received indeed. Like, the reaction was, to be honest, like extremely positive for Crash, because they thought he's finally back. And this was sort of like, again, to gauge it, but then they thought, okay, so what design what game design would they draw from in terms of inspiration for this? So then they thought, okay, maybe not the mutant or the Titan design, or the Twinsanity, or the Tag Team Racing design. So then they thought, okay, maybe we'll go with, for nostalgia reasons, the original design from the Naughty Dog games, from Joe Pearson and Charles Embellis. So then they thought, okay, we'll then use that as our like springboard to test that idea. So then over the next several months they then started drawing these designs, like thinking about ideas to add to it maybe. So then they came to the end of the development in sort of like, I don't know, August or September of that year, because the game was coming out in, I believe, October of that year. So then that's the design that worked for them, like with Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions, I believe, helped, I believe, with some of this. So then they thought, okay, we've got the design right, and we've got the reaction there. Now let's see how this all plays out in terms of the functionality and the testing and all that sort of other stuff. You know how guys, they test, you know, as you guys know, that they test this stuff before they play it. So then they starting the testing sessions, of course, in that September or August of that year, before the game came out. So then they tested functionality and the design, and it worked really well on the game. Obviously from Toys for Bob, they thought this was positive. I don't know this, please don't quote me on this sort of stuff, because this is basically me guessing of how this all went down behind the scenes, but the basic idea, I think, is fine with this. So they realised that this functionality was good, this setting was good, the design was good. So then they announced the game at E3 that year, and this is off the mag, so I'm going to let this run. So then they thought everything worked out, it was fine. Then they released the game in that October, and then obviously you have to wait a bit of time for the reaction to come out. So then they thought, okay, let's just see how this all works out, obviously. And that's Thumping My Pride, I believe, there. And that's Victor Jr.'s, obviously that's Forest Legends' favourite character, Mags, who a shout out to him, obviously, because that's important. So then they thought, okay, we have got the interest, we've got the design right, and we tested it, and it all works out. So then you wait for the reaction with bated breath, obviously, because then you think you might have to wait, obviously, because certain fans are used to things certain ways. So then you might, obviously, because the Crash Bandicoot fan base is quite toxic sometimes in like design stuff. So then they thought, we'll wait for this just to see how this all plays out. So then a few weeks pass, they wait for the reaction, obviously. By mid-October to late October, they think, okay, the reaction's quite positive, obviously, because all the reviews are coming out, the embargo's obviously now being lifted on it. So then they think, okay, the reviews are good and the reaction's good, but just to see if this plays out the way we want, they might wait a bit longer just to see more of it. So then months passed, now years have started to now pass. So this is now 2018-19 now, so that they see that reaction is still good. The testing all goes well, obviously, because they continue to test it, obviously for updates and patches and that sort of stuff. So then they think, okay, the interest is now been maintained, the character design's good, the functionality is of course still good. So then they think the series is now viable for then expansions. So then they think, okay, what do we do next and who do we pass this on to? Because Toys for Bob obviously want to work on other projects at this point, so they think, okay, we'll pass this on. And then the assistant studio came in. Obviously, I think this was Vicarious Visions, but again, don't quote me on that. So I see comments coming now. So thanks, old gamer, and welcome to this little test. So then they think, okay, who then can we pass this on to? So then the assistant studio comes in, which is Vicarious Visions, I believe, and then they say to them, look, obviously because concept art I think came out at this point from an older game in the series. Obviously we thought this was new because this was a new design. So you remember that guys, that post in that wall, in that office, that's how the rumours really started. So then they think, okay, Vicarious Visions then have a bit of time to then assess how this would all work again, because obviously this game will then become new for the following year, because this is again a quite quick turnaround. So then you think, okay, how do we do this as fast as possible to get this as fast as possible to people? So then the development must have been going on for several years at this point, and the next game is obviously Insane Trilogy, as you guys know. But then you think, okay, this game must have been in, for it to be announced at that E3 also, you think, okay, this game must have been in development for years before. So then that's Insane Trilogy. Okay. So then they over the next months / years, well not more likely months. So then in the months after that, in like late 17 to 19, they then continue to test the functionality of this. That they see again if the design is viable. Obviously this design is obviously not viable because it's for a new title or a different sort of game. So then this was an original IP, whereas the other one was like a remaster, or as Vicarious Visions like say, a remaster plus. So then they say, okay, the design is not viable. Well, the Skylanders design is viable, but it's not really fitted to what we want. So then they think, okay, so how can we then improve it? Then they test it over several months. Then they come up with a design that works. Obviously, you'll see this when we get to the Insane Trilogy live stream. So then they've got the design and the functionality nailed. Then they think, is it still viable for the fans? So what do the fans think? Okay. So then they send maybe these feedback forms out to fans, asking for their feedback on this. Obviously, the feedback is then still good, and then they continue to test it until like early 2017. So this game's going to come out in that summer. So then you think, okay, then they test it to the summer period, like late May maybe. Then they get the final build ready, and then it's all ready. Then Insane Trilogy is then released in June of 17, I believe. I think it's June. I know it's June the 30th. So then it comes out on June 30th, and then obviously the reaction is then waited upon to see how much interest there still is for this. Then over the next few months, they think, okay, the reviews are fairly good. That the reaction is mainly positive. Obviously, there are some trepidation, but that's understandable because you can't always get this right. And obviously, some fans are what I call purists. So basically, what that tells me is that some fans prefer the older designs, which is fair enough because that's fine. But then some people, like me, like change. So then of the improvements. So then the purists bitch about this for several months, and obviously bitch obviously means to moan about this. So then they think it's mostly viable, so we'll just ignore it perhaps because it's only like a small minority of his fans, which is fair enough. So then the game comes out in 17. The reaction is completely positive, I would, or at least mostly positive with this. So then that's fine. Obviously the Insane Trilogy is a remaster plus, as they say it, is, of Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 and 3. That comes out on PS4, Xbox One, and I'm not really sure about PC, but we'll get to that because I think that might come in with the multi-platform release. Fine. So then the PS4 and Xbox One version of that game come out in 17. The reaction is extremely positive, so then that's good for them. And obviously the reviews reflect that, so fine. The critical reaction's there, the fans' reaction's there. Then they think, what do they then pursue next? And this is quite a long process, so please bear with me on this. So basically then 2018 comes around, and then you think, okay, so could this now expand to more platforms? Obviously it can, because it's extremely viable with this. Okay, so then they think, what platforms would work? Then they look at the Nintendo Switch and the PC. Okay, fine. Then they test that game on that platform. Obviously more development time passes here, because obviously it takes longer. Because the Switch isn't as powerful as say the PC, so it takes a bit more time with the Switch. So then they test that over the next few months, maybe up to a year even, and then they still see it all still works fine. You know, it's ported mostly successfully because it's quite a simple game to port, but obviously it's quite challenging for the tech to handle. So then they keep testing this over several months. It all goes well for the Switch, so that's fine. Then they test it on obviously the more high-end platform, say PC. Because that might take more time, obviously, because it's a highly powered machine, but it might take time to test. So then they test it again over several months, up to a year. The PC works even better than the Switch, obviously because it's more powerful and it's obviously more high-end, so it's easier to port. So then you think, how could we distribute this? Obviously my friend Pedro, Coolpro195, has this, so it's fine. So that's my example basically for this. So then you think, okay, obviously distribution on PC is easier on digital because you know that there's less files to transfer, there's less space required, so that's fine. So then they ship it digitally on PC, obviously with a code in the box, and obviously you have to install it on your PC, fine. So disc was for Switch, digital distribution for PC. So then that's viable again. Obviously it all works fine, obviously because it's still being tested, fine. So then they think, this is still viable with the reviews and the critical response. I mean. So then they think, what is next? This now takes up to a year, 2 years to decide maybe. And then obviously it switches back to remaster territory. Because obviously they need to keep this going and this momentum going. Then they think, what IP is more viable in this library? Because there's several they could then potentially remaster. Obviously Crash Team Racing makes sense because again, like Insane Trilogy, it's quite easy to port because it's quite a simple, short title to develop because it's obviously PvP, and that, guys, means, if you didn't know, it means player versus player. So that's how it's viable because it's quite easy to port. So then they develop this over the next year or so, from 2017 to 18. So then by the end of 2018, it's kind of like almost done with this stuff. So then they create the master copy, obviously, to distribute it. And then at the Game Awards that year, they announced this title, and guess what this is? It's the Crash Team Racing Remaster / Remaster Plus, called Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. So that's then revealed. The trailer obviously is then shown off. Again, it's quite a simple trailer because it's not got much features to show off. That's fine. It's not like a platform where it has a lot more features. So then they show this trailer off, and it's very well received indeed. Like the reaction. Yes, I'm sorry about that, guys. Pedro's not here at the moment because this will be a co-op one usually. So please bear with me on that one. So then, as I was saying, so then they think it's quite easy. So in Nitro Fueled is quite viable because obviously it's easy because it's PvP and it's a party game. So then they think, based on this trailer, the reaction is extremely viable because it works. So then over the next few months it's then tested just to make sure it all works out. And then we get to the summer months again. So then we think June 19 it's now coming out. So then you wait basically then for the fan reaction again, because it's all viable again on this purely. Then the reactions come out, the reviews come out, the embargo is then lifted. So then you think, okay, what's the reaction like? The developers are asking. Then you see the reviews. They're again mainly positive, so fine. Again, a small minority are criticising it, obviously because they're purists, like old school fans. So that's fine. So that's fine. So then you think, okay, what is there next potentially? Because this is mainly successful because it again it's quite easy to develop. So then you think about a new title maybe then perhaps. Then you think, how can you tie all this continuity together? Obviously because it's continuity based. This, oh, I'm dropping something minor work there, fine. Then you think a new game. Who could then develop this? Then Toys for Bob are quite good at this sort of stuff, you see. Then you think they might work with this, you see. Again, guys, this might not work. Whoops. Right, so then that doesn't work, fine. On this title, not other titles. But then you think, okay, new game seems more viable than another remaster. A remaster then come later maybe. So anyway, I'm just recounting history, so please bear with me on this. This is almost done, so fine. So then, Nitro Fuel is well received. Then you think, what's next? And how do you tie this to previous games? Because it's quite difficult. As I was saying, so then you think, okay, so the new game and the studio are sorted. Then Toys for Bob are called in because they've done things before on Skylanders, so it makes sense to have experience. So then Toys for Bob are brought in, and then over the next, like, I don't know how long because the development time is variable between games. So then, if you're assuming it's like a few months to a year, fine. So then you think, okay, fine, that's all sorted, that's fine. Then you think what this new game then could be. And you might want to tie this to the original trilogy, 1 to 3, fair enough, and then that's sorted. Then how would you do this? What gameplay would you use? Obviously more free roaming is fine, yeah. Then you think about a multiverse idea. So then it could take place in different universes of these games. So then continuity would then obviously be more easier to manage. So that's been sorted. Then you think, what's it called? And then the game's been recently announced. So I guys can finally tell you this. It's called It's About Time, and it's the 4th game in the series now, because the trailer says at the end that we've only defeated Cortex 3 times, three times, so that's fine. So then that game was announced a few weeks ago. Then you obviously add all the new mechanics, and fine, that's cool. Then that trailer's then released at Summer Game Fest, because that's when this was announced. So Jeff Keighley and Crash, and then obviously a few from their team, obviously because this is a pandemic, so that's fine. Then that was announced during that show, and then obviously the trailer was then shown off, and again well received. So that's where we are now, basically, with Crash. You know, that's the entire history in a nutshell. So yeah, so Purge is not here, so he will be here for future ones. Anyway, so then you think, okay, what else is viable in terms of the platforming? So then you think Spyro is viable, fine. Spyro has obviously received a remaster since I last told you about this, so it's again more time. Crash Spyro Reignited Trilogy was released on PS4 in 2018, and then Switch and PC in 2019. Fine. Then you think about more games that you then could remaster. So these are the sort of games that I've been playing recently. So if you guys don't know, that's cool. Fine. I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild recently, and it's again quite good because it's handheld and it's quite easy to manage. And obviously home it's easier to do that as well. So that doesn't need a remaster. That now needs a sequel. And then how viable is that? Obviously that's very viable because it's an existing platform or series. So that's fine. Again, guys, this is just a test, so this might not be as long as you think. Obviously, the live stream series proper will be like quite longer than this. Again, Jeff wanted to show Pedro the benefits of this now, so we now can do this viably this week. Because what we plan to do with this is, we plan to do a new part of this at the end of the week. So, and then that's obviously a chest. Oh, hang on, let's get out of this, hang on. Fine. So we're planning to do this at the end of the week, this new part, so this is why this has been done now, just to see again if this is still viable, which clearly it is, so there's no trouble with that. And let's fire ourselves now, there we go. And fire! Oh, look at that. Ooh. Now fire again. There we go. This is off the tech realm now, I believe, or the light realm. We can't access that because we don't have enough Skylanders of that class. And that's obviously locked again because again we can't do that yet. So there's loads of options with this really in terms of live streaming really. I say with you guys, just stick with this live stream really, to be honest, because the older the games, as my friend has found out with this, you know, the older games are not as viable anymore because obviously they're quite old now. So it doesn't make sense. So the first game, the second game, and the third game aren't really viable for Let's Plays and live streams anymore because again they're quite old. Then you think, what games can you then live stream? So then you think, okay, this is viable for live streams. In Same Trilogy is viable, obviously because I'm doing this live stream eventually, so that makes sense. Okay, and then obviously in regards to my Let's Plays, then what could you live stream? Because obviously, again, it's based on platform. Because as you guys know, PS4 doesn't do live streams. So then that's Let's Plays, you see. So content like the Arkham series commentary, that's Let's Play. Rayman Origins, again, Let's Play. Lego Star Wars 3D, the Clone Wars, again, Let's Play, and then you've got the Let's Play sort of thing covered. Then you think, on PS4, what's possible for future live streams, because obviously I'm planning ahead, obviously, because of live streams. Then I'm doing like an Insane Trilogy live stream, this live stream, so that's again two options. So then I thought, a few days ago, what new stuff can I do? Then I chose the Last of Us series in general, because I thought, again, viable, fine. Then I thought, what game? Because obviously, Last of Us Part 1 is still viable for Let's Plays, for a Let's Play or a live stream. More so for live stream, obviously, because I've got the equipment for it. Because Let's Play, I would have to get a PlayStation camera to do it. So that's fine. So that series is now viable. Then obviously, I then did a Last of Us 2 live stream test because I wanted to see how that all ran. And then I advise you guys to check that out because that's the latest live stream I've got. Okay, so then back to this, and then you think, is this then still viable? Again, because the time has passed with this. So I haven't done this in like nearly 2.5 to 3 years. That's why I thought I'd test this. Just to see it again if it's still viable, which obviously it is. And then the question for me, okay, setup, because I've changed my setup since I last did this. Because obviously I'm now in my brother's room now, and that has a smart TV, and obviously a 4K one is on the way for me, because I've just ordered one recently. If you guys didn't know, so then you think testing the setup is good, because then you see how it all runs perfectly fine. So that's that. Just going to do camera now to see if there's anything to do here. And then obviously more games crop up because you bring more games in to test the setup. Then you think, is a Grand Theft Auto stream viable? Definitely, because of the quality is good enough to do it. And then I tested that the other day with some clips of it, just to see it all running in natural quality. So that's fine. That was tested, and all of my PS4 games currently in this library are viable for live streams. So that's beneficial. So that then gives me options to expand, you see. Right, we don't have not any more with this, that's fine. Oh, we have got some. Hang on. Obviously, we then have to find these portraits, that's alright. Oh, we put these portraits in. Oh, I see, right. Because we haven't put these in before, I don't think, and that's why they weren't there. So that's my picture, so that's only on there. And obviously one more of my pictures, but that's fine. So I'm now going to have a look at my pictures, because I do believe that there are pictures here to use. And this obviously, that is my Crash one. Check out upgrades. I don't think there's any more upgrades with this one. Oh, there is, but I haven't done the other part, so I now can buy this, you see. So then I'll see something more problems, fine. Then I might do that. Don't miss anything more with the Academy, to be honest. Again, let's be sure just to make sure. This is the training pit for it. No, that's fine. I know, Riley. I do understand that, yeah, generally, because you know that, as you know, YouTube is more based on popularity. To be honest, really, with that, so that explains that point. But I see where you're coming from. There should be more people doing this sort of stuff, and these sort of older titles too, because then they like grow stale if you don't sort of do them. So I totally get where you're coming from in that regard. But if more of you guys could tune in, that's good, because then it proves to Pedro that this is still viable to do. So Pedro, I hope you are watching this. Obviously you might be at work at the moment, but you can always catch up with this later, because this is again being recorded for archive later. So that's fine. Now I'm just going to get my Twitch channel up, because I want to see if this is still all running okay, because I need to test this live just to see. Right, there we go, Twitch channel, fine. Yeah, it says I'm live, so that's cool. It's just the overall functionality of it. Right, it's now, I assume now being archived now, so that's fine. Let's just keep that there just a minute. Getting a drink, because we're quite thirsty with this, because it's again quite fast paced. Because I'm seeing my friends at the end of the week, so that's why I just want to test this. I just asked the brain for anything more to do. Because I completed this anyway, so that's why I own this path.
I sense pride, and more pride in the future when you deal with the bad guys over here. Ready for another assignment? Well, head right this way then.
That's the live feed now. There we go. Right, so we now have more things to do now, which is good. Okay, card chat's there, fine. Because I haven't played this in a long time ago, so I might have a few things to do. I've done that, I think. Haven't gone into it yet, but I can unlock it because I've got a fire sensei. So I might just try that now. You see, my own character, which I created in the last live stream. And there he is, Rotex, who is a fire smasher. And again, if you guys didn't know about this live stream series, then please check this out, because I do have a playlist on this for you to catch up. Right, now we can change this now. There we go. Because we've now unlocked more options. So let's have a look at this. Not using these yet. Because I could upgrade this now if I wanted. In terms of functionality, that's fine. Because that's gold and green helmet. Again, let's look at these options. Because we've unlocked more options now. So. Yeah, so I want to aim for a stronger one now, so I might use that. Leg guards, so again have a look. And this will be archived on YouTube, guys, so it's fine. If you're not here live, it's good to have people live because it helps with content creation and that sort of stuff. But if you guys want to see this back later, it's been archived anyway, so don't worry about that. Again, this is just a test to see if this live stream is still working. Obviously it still does. So Pedro, if you're watching this, please see this later if you can, because then you'll see this in action. And he's still coming on Friday this week, so that's fine also. Like backpack, obviously more options now unlocked. I might see if this is more viable. I might see how to change this backpack maybe. Might change it. Right, so chest change that, see if that all works. And obviously guys, as you know, as a lot of you, I have been furloughed during this time, so again I've had more time to do things. But I think that's all looked at. Now just to show you guys me looking at, because there's more options. Just further down the page you see maybe. Let's just do that, and then just look at these options. Right, that's all looked at, there we go, that's now unlocked. Level 20, so that's fine, and now obviously now we have to look at specific things, bodies and heads to look at, because there's more options. And then you can also change your voice with this too. So I might change the name of this now, because I feel like I need to. I was going to go with Fire God before, but God is not really appropriate, so I might change that, because obviously, if you guys like religion, I might not do that, because it's not really appropriate, so that's fine. Again, we'll want to have a look at these options. So I have more options now to choose from. That's one, we'll make it more look female, I could do that maybe. Or funny. Maybe with that. Oh, that's Kratos. That's Kratos doll head. Let's put that. Right, it's off in more heads, so there are more options. That's off page now, there you go. That should all be excellent. There you go, and then ears. So, page, no, nothing else there. Next page for the chest. I might want to put a more secure one here. I might just change it up to that. And again, look at options because there's more options. Just get rid of these icons because that's why it's saying these numbers, because there's still icons to look at. That's why that is. Might just have that one just to reinforce it. That's all the chest. Now next arms. That's all those options. No. One more. There we go. Legs next. I don't want two like gender specific legs. Might go for robot legs. That again to reinforce it. That's comical. That's for a clown or a jester. Yeah, it is a shame, Riley. You are right there. It is a shame that not many people are doing this live stream anymore. Because my friend Pedro did a live stream series on this, so that's what sort of led me to doing this myself. Again with him as assistants for co-commentary. So, and obviously I got the Crash Edition at launch. So again, that's why I wanted to show this off more. Should have more options here, let's just see. Right, that's fine, there we go. Tail, last thing. Again, options again. Check this page, no. No, it's again options, no at the top. Yeah. No, there we go, so that's all options looked at now. Now it's just change the aura and then obviously the weapon as well. And maybe even the name too. Because I do want to update this now because it's a bit, I might call it like something like Fire Smasher or Law Smash or something, you know, just do something like that. So the options, there we go, now it's the weapon. So I want a more effective weapon now, like more of a mace, there we go. Again, now see options just to get rid of them. No, nothing else there. Oh, there you go. And another trophy owned, not a myth anymore. That was a silver trophy. Didn't realise I'd get that, but hey ho, that's good. Oh, so that's that. Now personality. And then there's a mobile app for this too. I might change that to it. That's it, and then you do the voice. That's more of a female or that sounds more female, whereas that sounds more male. Again, I don't need to have that. I want to sound more like a robot, with this or a soldier. That sounds better, there we go. And now I can do the style of the voice too. Might just a general robot, I can't unlock that, so that's fine. And also got that too. That's done, doesn't it? That sounds fine. Right, so that's the voice. I think there might be more options here. I'm trying to master. Chilling about the options here, guys. There might be more options. That's why there might be icons to look at. But as you guys know, there's plenty of options with catchphrases, voices, and style. So I'm not really fast, so I wouldn't say that. That's fine. Obviously, there's more options. That's fine. Here we go. This is the important one now. There we go. So, well, I'm now going to do Lord Smasher because it sounds good. If you might want to put. Oh no, that's different. This might not be capitals. It looks like it, so that's alright. Lord, again, might not use that, but that's fine. Because if you guys are into religion, don't worry about that, because that's not intended as a stereotype or offence. So that should be alright. Let's see. There should be a space here. Now the tricky bit is the next bit. I've got to get this right in terms of being personalised. Smasher sounds right, actually, but I might just, again, see if there's any more options for that. Again, there's more spaces than I anticipated, so let's move that back. Lord Smasher sounds good for me at the moment, but again, might change it. So it's just a placeholder, really. Smasher has a H in it. Again, that's to do with pronunciation, so don't worry about that. Because my family say it different. Like, some people in my family say H, and some people say H, like me and my brother, so that explains that. That's fine. Right, Lord Smasher does fit, so I just want to see if there's anything I want to improve on that, if possible, improve it. God, I might, Lord God, again, that's quite stereotypical, so again, might not use that. Lord Smasher sounds fine, so I might keep that.
New code name received.
Now he's going to affect. Don't want to do dancing really with that one. Don't think I want music with effects. But again, I like that, so I might keep that. Again, there's more options here, so I don't need to do that right now. Here we go. Creator app, and then you can save it on your creator app if you want to. So I don't have that really with me now, so I might not do that now, but you can save them here. I know I've downloaded that, so I might do that again later. And then you play with it, there we go. And you can now upgrade it now.
Excellent strategy coming back here, Portal Master.
Then you now, obviously I don't have anything there, so that's fine. Again, you can change that if you want, but that's not really essential now. Then you now test it for functionality. Yeah, it's more about speed with this one, which is why I chose it really in the first place. Okay, I might change the crash maybe in a minute, that's fine. Use this to missions.
You have righted many wrongs, Skylander. I sense pride.
I've heard that bit before, so that's fine.
Ready for another assignment? Well, head right this way then.
Okay, so now I could go either of those to do a mission. So I'm going to do now, just again test functionality. Because I don't want this to lag, so that's why I'm also doing this. Right, I think there's blue one down here, so it might be around here somewhere. Yeah, story is complete with this. Yeah, here we go. Always down here. That's obviously the realm we can't enter that yet. Oh, you have to do that one first, fair enough. And then that one, fine. So you have to do these in turn, I think, in order for this to work. Because I was going to call the character maybe Lord Zed, because it's one of my favourite characters in Power Rangers. So again, I might change that to Lord Zed. And then that's an encounter. So then you do that to get catch functionality on your Skylander if you've already done it. There you go, you get more to upgrade that, there we go. I'm already on level 20, so that won't be a problem with that bit, that's fine. That will mainly be for newer Skylanders really, like the ones I haven't used as often. Right, let's treat this, there we go. So this I might change the Skylander again, because I might not have upgrades on some of them, so... But for now I'm going to keep it with this one, just personalised. There we go, that's that.
For the Skylander. And ooh, those laddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
That's that. Chest again, there we go, you get that after this. And this might actually be the next part now. I could do this as our next part, because this is continuing on, so I might do this as part 12 now. So this is now become part 12, or a test for part 12. Obviously we will do the real one on Friday, but this is just a test for that part. So if you guys are confused, don't worry, it's fine. Because I know what I'm doing, so that's fine. But Pedro might not be aware of this, or he most likely won't be. So guys, this is now a test for our next part of our live stream series, and so far so good in that respect. You now have to do more missions, and obviously for the brain. That's the car shack. We've been there a few times now. That's the next level for that, which we might retime maybe, I don't know. Right, I'm now going to change the Skylander now because it might not work with the functionality. Let's get to this bit at least, and then we might just change it over. Because for Crash and Cortex I've levelled up pretty much all the way in terms of levels. So I might just change this now, guys. Because some of them I haven't yet. Right, I might do this one first, the water one first, and then Golden Queen maybe. Yeah, Kingpin, I've forgotten. Thanks for that clarification game. The Kingpin might not be updated completely, no he's not. So he's on level 18, out of 20. So now I need to upgrade these upgrades now. Obviously use these points now, there we go. Obviously upgrade all these for this path, and then that's for a specific section in the Sensei realm, if that's alright. So I will now go to. And that's the life realm, which I've already done, which I use Crash for. That's alright, again alright. Now we're going to go to the Sensei realm to unlock that. I believe that's around here somewhere. I could just do the map here, because that might help me with this. No, that's not on that. Let's do this cannon first, there we go. And fire! There we go, that's that. Good journey, but worth it. Let's now found the water realm, because I think he's water based. Again, don't quote me on that, because I haven't been here in a while, so just bear with me 1 second if I have. No, that's fine. That's unlockable chests if you unlock them. But again, I haven't done that yet, so that's alright. I think it's around this area somewhere. Again, don't quote me on it. So that's level 1, so that's fine. I might just do a level, again to see about funks down the east, so be prepared. Right, so I've heard this dies, so that's fine. Hang on, this might lead somewhere, hang on. Oh, this is the level, I thought so. I'll unlock this, there we go. Again, just... So, in order to upgrade things, sometimes on Skylanders you have to do like realms and levels. Like, not really specifically levels, but realms. Because then you can get the points to upgrade it, you see. Oh, here's Mags again, speaking of. Oh, I haven't heard this in a while, so I'll let this run. Oh, I remember doing this before, yeah. I believe this might have been the last thing we did on this game last time. Or, yeah, I remember now because this is the last thing we didn't finish. Or one of the last things at least, so that's fine. Might skip this because it's wastes a bit more time. But I do remember coming here last time on the last part, so that's why I'm doing this now. To sort of follow my trail now. Because then we can pick it up at a more decent time with it, because then... Oh, that's what we have to do, fine.
Don't give up on finding those detonators, because they sure won't give up on exploding.
This might be another area, let's just see. Yeah, this is another area. That's it, now we can upgrade this now because we need to do the level, so that's why we're doing this now. And the same with Golden Queen. Let's get all these points, obviously we don't have long to get to quick with this. Not as quick as we thought, so that's alright. 8 minutes, we're alright. There we go, that's that. Now do this also. These are proximity based ones, you have to be careful with these. I'm just following the trail that I did in the last part, so therefore it's easier to follow. There we go, that's another one. Again, proximity, again be careful. Blow up, there we go, boom. Do these ones as well. Get this up too, so we need the level thing. I'm glad you guys tuned in because I didn't really know how this would be received. So I'm really glad I did this now. Check all these, there we go. And the next bit I believe is in there. There we go. It shouldn't kill you because that's not proximity based now. So that's fine. Oh, another button. There we go. Because the last two have been square, so that's why I got a bit confused for a moment there. But then I realised it's just X, so it's all right. Right, again proximity, so then trigger that. I believe there might be one back here. Hang on, let's just see if there is. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Right, so he waddles, so it's not as easy to function as this one. If he crashes more fast, because he can slide spin and that sort of stuff. Whereas this one is a bit more waddle based, because he's obviously a penguin. That's it, get rid of these guys first, there we go. There we go. And obviously trigger these. That's obviously the key for the next area. There we go. Pick that up for the next area. Trigger these as well. I'm trying to trigger at least all these before I do the puzzle. And then that's the key for the next door, so it makes sense to do that first. There we go, it's back to square, there we go. Briefly forgot, that's fine, rectified it easy. Right, we can't do, I think the final two might be through here, let's just have a look. Right, there's at least one there, so yeah, I was right with that. Partially. Do this again, there we go, that's 6, and then the last one should be back maybe further. Ah, the key, there we go. that explains that fine. Hang on, I might have to go down there and let's see if this all works. I might have to go down, I can go down there you go. And then the key for that door is there, you see. So it helps. And then pick all this up, trigger all these, there we go. Oh, the key's there. I thought so. You have to go closer to it to trigger it faster. Again, these shouldn't harm you because they're proximity based, so you have time to get away. I've got the key now for the final bit, there we go. Put this key in, let's see. I'm going to stop at the bit that me and Pedro were on last time. I believe we were in the middle of something, so I'm probably going to just stop at that bit. I might use that video for reference now, because it might help me. And obviously the last thing I'm going to do, really, to be honest, is not start these levels, therefore I know where I am, maybe. But also, upgrading my Skylanders a bit, because I need to update them a bit. So maybe that will probably be the last thing I do, really. So I won't start, I'll start the level, and then come out of it, and then do the upgrades. And then maybe end it, because that's roughly where I was the first time round. So again, it makes sense to do it like that. There we go, lock puzzle. This is more complicated, I think, because it's lock based. Should be quite easy to do, but let's just see. Yeah, you have to line these correctly. Yeah, you have to get this right. So again, please bear with me on this. Going that far, you're gonna die. So you do. That's one. Now you should just now get the other one. You have to get the last one there, you see, which is not easy. This one is fairly simple, it appears at the moment, so it's alright. There you go, and then you unlock that, there we go. Then you go in here to finish it. That's if you guys don't know that, of course, which most of you will be aware of that, because you might have played this before. Oh, it's now analog now, you see. That's it, there we go, that's that. Mission 1, done. Yeah, right, I really get where you're coming from that, yeah. But the thing with Riley you've got to consider with that is that there are a lot newer games out now which people are live streaming, obviously because they're newer. So that will definitely explain that point for you, to be honest, in the simplest, most effective way possible with that, really. There we go, let's now go back to the level now. I'm now going to do the last level in this section and then stop there for that. And then I'm just going to do upgrades and then that will probably be it. So it might only be an hour, but again it's just a test, so it doesn't need to be too long really. And if the shorter the video is on YouTube, the faster it tends to process and upload, so that's also why. This is the water realm, this could be a kingpin section here. I'm probably going to do this now, because this is going to make sense. And I haven't done this either, or at least for a while, so I'm going to do this now. And the machine's going well so far in terms of quality, so that's again good. Oh, Gil Grunt, he's in the first one, guys, if you don't know that. He's from Skylanders, I don't know if it's, I can't remember if there's a subtitle with that game, but I believe there is. It might just be called Skylanders, I don't know. It might be, I'm not really sure. Again, don't quote me on that, because I'm not really sure on that. Right, we've seen this in the live stream if you guys saw that, so we don't need to see that really again. Obviously for newcomers I would do that, but as you guys are. But basically I will explain to you how that works. Or you can see it for yourself. Basically what happens in that thing is it explains how to get things, like content stuff. So he helps you with finding the, don't remember what the actual thing is that you have to get, but again, if you guys want to check that out in the live stream, because it will explain it more there. So that's the basic idea with this, that you have to find something here, and that's basically all it is, to be honest, really. Oh, this, I remember this, yeah, it's all this, I think. Oh, this might explain it here, let's see. Right, that explains it slightly more, but again, keep watching there and you'll see how it all plays out. and this is good for newcomers, me doing this, because now I get to explain it now for you guys specifically, and not have to explain it to everyone, because obviously for everyone, I explain it at the time in the live stream for the people that watched it then, but this is good for newcomers such as yourselves who haven't really seen this before, so this helps to do it again. So that's why I thought I'd do this also, just to explain it for newcomers, mainly for this, and obviously the people that have seen this before can obviously find this out in the live stream itself, because they were sort of there at the time when I sort of did this. So it helped both ways, in other words, then, so it helped. I'm upgrading Kingpin ready at the moment. Golden Queen I might also do, so this might be a bit longer than I thought, but that's alright. There we go, that's I think a soul gem. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, that unlocks that for the upgrades. Yeah, I might preview this again, because this might be for newcomers again. Yeah, so that's the sensei. It's called Master Kingpin. Basically, all you need to know with this guy basically is that he's a penguin, and that's really it. To be honest, there's not really much else to it. So that's basically it, really, with that. And then you have to create this to get the next bit, I believe. Maybe, I'm not really sure. But again, we'll find out. We're doing this for you guys who are here. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. That's some upgrade in there. I thought so. That then up does that next bit. There we go. Okay, more food to upgrade. And for the health. Yeah, again for newcomers, health is replenished through food. That's why you guys might need to do that if you ever play it. But this edition particularly now is, I would guess, quite cheap now, because it's again been out for a few years. But this is the best one to get, in my opinion, guys. So please get this one. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I remember. Right, fine. You have to fill fills up gradually. I see. Oh, well, oh, you can do multiple things at once. I see, maybe. Move the rings to fill both. This again is quite slow, but it helps. Because again, have to get this right with timing. That's why it might take a bit. Oh, you can change it. I didn't realise you could change the rings. Oh, I did forget that, so that's helpful. Thank you for waiting, guys. And then you change that back, and then you. Oh, you can move them all at the same time. Interesting, you can. There you go. So then that's one filled. I'll see how this all works now. Right, I see. Because I did forget about this generally, so this helps for me to figure this out again. Then you have to obviously change rings now to change this. And then you fill that up, and then you change rings again. Then do the final one, really. Again, you have to get that other one now. That one, and then you move that back to the other one, to the one at the end, and then hopefully that will then fill that up. One here, ring missing, it's not quite there. It's the middle one, I reckon. There you go, that's all filled up. There we go. Now you think, okay, it's probably the middle one now it needs filling. Then you again change rings, obviously for newcomers benefit really. You do that, then you move the ring again, and then fill that up again. And then the final one, you then move it up again. I get to fill the bowl, I did, yeah. And then you fill that one up. I think that's maybe not that's full. Again, change rings to get more focus on it. There we go. For that one, and you then move that one. For that one as well. Again, this might take a few minutes. I guess bear with me on this. I think you have to put one for each ring, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. There you go. You see, bingo. And that's how you would do it. I had forgotten that, so it was again helpful to come back with that. So, and then the next bit, obviously, again, it's fairly straightforward. Obviously, for you newcomers, it's not easy. So let me just demonstrate this for you. Because again, we then can upgrade Kingpin and also show you guys that content as well. And obviously, guys, you might not know this for newcomers in particular, that this is almost my 10th year on YouTube. So again, testing functionality to see if I can do like a 10th anniversary live stream on this maybe. Because it would be nice to do this on this, of course, but just again testing it. But again, it should be viable, so it probably won't be an issue. This now the last bit now, there you go. Now we now fight people at the top again. The newcomers watch this in particular, because this is how you would do this. And then you again fill that up. Again with the left bit. Move that up left to right. Do a bit faster, there we go. That's it. Right, that turns out not the final bit as thought. Okay, let's proceed on. Because I also did this because my house is quite quiet at this moment in time, so that also made sense. Oh, there we go. Right, that's that. Next bit, and now we continue our ascent.
This is the key to any door, except for those weird blood puzzle ones.
It's probably the final bit now. Let's see if this is true. Yes, it says tick because I've already done this on the live stream, so just ignore that. Newcomers, please just ignore that. Old school and Riley, just ignore that because that's from the live stream, so that is not that's inconsequential in other words. Right, that's that. Hang on, no, it's still there. Damn, I thought he was gone there, but it is not. Yeah, he fires electricity, so you guys got to again be careful with this. And fight the minions now. There you go. Nothing there, that's fine. Fight minions, there we go. And guys, I'm also interested in an immediate sort of career with this as well, in terms of overall career path. I'm just testing this also maybe for that maybe later, but that is more hypothetical, so just ignore me if you hear that, it's fine. It's just my own aspirations, it's fine. Right, there we go, more chests, there we go, new weapon. Right, now just watch closely, so then we do this again. Left stick on PS4, obviously. On Xbox 360 or Xbox One it's different, so the control scheme would vary for you guys in terms of functionality with that. Okay, that's now. Well, we can't access that yet because there's too much water. Then we go back because there's more up here, and there's obviously more across maybe that way too. Right, so just go back. Again, watch closely if you're new. Yeah, some winnings again. The live streams again is all that notice in the top middle of the screen. Oh, we can't be up there like that, so we have to go around. I see. Let's see, fight these guys while we're at it. Let's put food there, which will be vital for later for the live stream. There we go. That's just replenished. And now fight these guys faster again. And you can do a spam with King Can as well if you want to do. Go back up here to fight this guy. That's it, there we go. Okay, now again once again do this. See what stick it is this time. Ah, right, it's all 6. Okay, so that's a more general thing now. Okay, now I can move these accordingly. So I forgot that you have to do all the rings as well. I have to do the smallest, biggest one now. I might do the smallest one actually because that's not all positioned correctly. Or maybe move it all this way, hang on. There you go, that's that. And that's just to turn off the waterfall, guys. Again, if you're new, that's crucial here. Right, now we go back again to go past that waterfall that you guys just saw. Crap. So you see, you can fall quite easily on these sort of games, so be careful again. Because that's the thing about the Skylanders in particular, in terms of this. See, it happened again, so it happens quite frequently, so be careful with the character if you've got a quite heavy character. Obviously, if smaller like Crash is easier, because you can then, of course, just with Crash you can slide spin with that, so it really helps. Now you just go past here, because it's quite strong here, because it's water based and can turn over the car. Then fight these guys. Because again guys, I might want to run this on my own in future, this channel, so obviously it all depends on that. The pedal will remain for the foreseeable, but maybe later in time I might change it around a bit, so in terms of how who sort of manages it. Obviously because pedal's more for the video for editing at this point, and obviously the commentary aspects as well. So he will remain here for the foreseeable future with that aspect, but obviously the editing it might change because I might learn more skills maybe in time. Again, that's all hypothetical, so that's fine. But that's something to think about for the future maybe, for me. Particularly, so let's just again fight these guys again. Upgrade this, there we go. I won't do too much of the story because again, because this is more live streaming. I'll actually end off to a certain bit. Obviously, I might not upgrade Golden Queen and Chaos right now because I want to do Kingpin first. But you see where I'm going with this. But in the live streams, I might use these characters more to upgrade them. So the Kingpin and Golden Queen and Chaos in particular, because obviously Crash, I would then be crashing a live stream, and my friend would then be Cortex, and they're both fully upgraded. So that might be the norm from now on, or it most likely will be. But obviously, we have got to upgrade these characters at some point, so that's why I'm keeping that in mind in regards to that. Yeah, it's a bit of food up here and obviously a bit of health. There we go, so that's all the stuff we need to upgrade. Obviously the food will replenish the health. So that's how it will be in live from now on. So if you guys ever want to see these, please tune in because it's important that we get some at least visibility for this. It will help us in the long run to channel views and all that sort of stuff. Again, I'm not pressing you guys on that, so feel free to do that whenever you guys want. But it's nice for you to have two guys at least live, so it sees, so that it proves that more, well not proved, but it helps with visibility, so thanks guys for that. To get this health back, if you fight these, get more. You've got to be careful of this guy with the fins, because he shoots electricity out, so again, there we go, that's 19 now, so nearly done with this guy now, in terms of upgrades. So I'm going to focus on Kingpin for the time being with this, and then do Golden Queen obviously maybe a bit later. But again, this might be a long one, because for the upgrading purpose, so that's fine. Because again, it's quite a nice day out outside, so that's why I thought about doing this also. If you guys didn't know, obviously I said this quite a few times now, so you do know now. But in case any new people turn up, that's why I said that, because it helped. Right, we have to now fire through the vortex now to close it. Fire the water up, there we go. And then we can fire ourselves. Let's get this through as soon as again in the live streams, that's fine. There we go, that does that. And when we can also come back here to get more stuff, so it's alright. I think we've closed the vortex now, so it should be alright. Okay, so that's that area done for Gear Grunt, and obviously Kingpin more specifically. Now go back up here, there we go. Now we're going to upgrade Kingpin now. We'll continue to until we get to a point where surprise attack. To get more things, there we go. And guys, also if you're new, then you might notice these areas around here and they're not filled in. Those are level packs I think that you can buy to enhance the experience more. That explains why that's there. But I don't have that, so it's alright. But obviously if you guys want them to get the level packs, you will have to buy them if they're available, assuming that they are level packs. They're more like DLC really, because I think you can buy them maybe in game. Again, don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure about that bit. But mainly I'm generally right on this, there we go, smart grade, good. That's why I do more fire snaps to help this process through, or along really more. That's it, there we go, that's that.
For the Skylander. And ooh, those laddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
Right, so that's another pack unlocked for a chest. And then you get more things with this as well, so that's also encouraged by me, you know, that the more you collect, the more you can upgrade. So I'm just going to show you these outlines. I'm going to show you how it all works. Yeah, so then it then gives you this message. You then need that pack. So I was right. It is a pact. So you have to buy level packs for this. So I assume it was the same message for this one as well. But you get my point with that. But you have to buy packs in order to access that area. So that's all right with you guys. I'm going to do Thumping One Primes now. Okay, I think.
You need a Wildstorm sensei to unlock the cursed key.
Right, so then for that you need a character pack. So this game has character and level packs. So you just have to buy those to access these areas. Obviously guys, you haven't seen Thumping One Prime in a long time, so I thought I'd do that now. Mainly for the crash bit, really. Let's do this. Yeah, so this is more the crash focus area in terms of his introduction again. So basically what happens with this is that every 20 years a portal opens up in Worlds, and there's Cortex as you guys can see. Voiced again by Lex Lang and Jess Harnell for the voices for this one. So it's nice to see some consistency with the other games from that series from before, so it helps with that. And then you saw more of Crash's face there. So some background really on that. So he appeared in a Skylanders television series on Netflix. So he's voiced by an Australian guy this time, called Eric Rogers, I believe. And then in the second season, again, was another actor, but again, I don't remember that, so that's fine. So then he appeared in that pretty much alongside this title, really. And that explains why he might look a bit different facially. So that's fine with that. So this is from Promper Islands, again, set on Whopper Island, hence the name. Obviously, I'm probably going to do Crash maybe, which is a bit, might just change that up a bit, because again it's Crash centred. So for the main game I'm going to do Kingpin as the character, and then for this bit I'm going to do Crash because it's more Crash focused. We haven't heard that. So.
Celebration, not the great syncopation celebration. Please, Skylander, you must figure out what's gone wrong.
Fair enough. Okay, we've heard all that. Now, there we go. And then that will now change. And there's Crash. We're back. There we go. So Crash has been active in the last few years. We've noticed quite active. So I'm going to go through this briefly because I've done this in more depth earlier on. So 2016 was the Skylanders television show on Netflix, and then obviously this game then followed that. Then N Trilogy was in 17 on PS4 and Xbox One, and then switching and PC in 2018, and then Nitro was in 2019, and then for the new game in 2020, which is in current, coming out this October on the 4th of October, is Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. That's just obviously a brief summary if you missed that information earlier, because I have explained this before. So if you guys missed that was mainly for your benefit, not the newcomers who were here sort of to start with. Okay, so you can do more Crash content here. It feels more like a Crash game in tone and style with this also. There we go, that's that. That's the native guys from that of the same series. No, so this is more about the choir now. Yeah, so you have to get the tune right. You have to do the tune now in order to work. Yeah, it might take a bit of time, guys, but yeah. This might be a bit wrong, so bear with me on this. I think I have to do this twice, maybe, hang on. Oh, maybe not, okay, fine. It gave you a tune beforehand, but I didn't really hear it, maybe. If you don't hear it, then you have to hear it again. There you go, so then you hear the tune, so then you hoop, two hoos and then halves. Hoop. So then I got wrong, then you got to hear it again, you see. Oh, ooh, ha, 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 ooh. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Ooh. Ah. It's quite complicated because I haven't really done this the first time round, maybe, in a long time, so it might take me a minute. Might hear it again just to see it. Who, ha, ha, ooh. Who, ha, ha, ooh. Ha, ha. Yeah, it's two of them, you see, there's two of them at the same time, so it's not easy to manage it. But again, I don't have to do this now because it's not really essential, because we're going to do some of the live stream series anyway. So I might just go back, just to show you it at least, so that's what this was mainly for. So again, I've done this before, so I don't really need to go into this if I don't need to, so that's fine. Because we're going to do this at near the end of the live stream series anyway. So I thought I'd just leave it at a showcase this to you guys. if you're new, so therefore then you know what to expect with the live stream itself. So that's what that was mainly for. So just to again, yeah, showcase it. Yeah, go back, that's alright, because I know the way back, so it's fine. Yeah, so that's the end, there we go, and then you obviously exit, I assume, here. Yeah, that's nothing there, or a broker.
Greetings, old friend. This was not what I hoped our meeting would be.
Yeah, exactly, that is what I was thinking this, so I might try this a bit harder, so thanks for a new guy who just joined. I really appreciate that feedback, because it really helped me. Now let's get out of this, but it's fine, I think I can easily get out of this, that's not a big deal. I think there's maybe a way back that I have to go, a certain way maybe. Thanks, cool wine. I think you have to use a boat maybe to go back, I don't know. No. Just bear with me 1 second, because I don't really know how to get out of this. Because I've never really attempted this before. I might attempt to chest one of them here too. Because I've got quite a few here.
Sorcerer weapon. Set hard bound. New shoulder guards. Set hard bound.
Now I now complete sets now, so it helps with this also.
New chest. Set hard bound. New sorcerer weapon.
Right, now how do I get out of this? That's the question. I think I have to go back to the MIP to do this. I don't really care if it's not saved now, because I was just purely showcasing this instead of actually doing it properly. Because again, the live stream will show that, so it's fine. Yeah, I agree with you, Cool, that I might try this on Nightmare eventually, but obviously not yet, because Pedro has to be here for that to work, really, for me. Or help me with that, because I'm not really sure how long to conquer it on Nightmare, because I haven't, again, attempted it yet. So I will try and do that, thanks again for the feedback, because it helped. Now I'm going to switch from Crash to Kingpin again, so just to upgrade him to the last bit now. And I've also heard in feedback on my recent videos too that people prefer longer ones. That's why I might try this now, because then you guys might tune in more. Again, I don't really know, so don't quote me on it. But that seems to be the trend at the moment on YouTube for me, because I've been looking at this recently. And it seems like there's a pattern developing here. So people prefer my newer content, but they also prefer it longer. So for instance, recently I've done Return to Arkham more. So that's what content they like. So they like more superhero based content, which again is helpful. Sorry guys for that, it's just my watch, so I need to stand maybe for a minute. So that's just that, and then let's do this to get more. So basically what they're saying to me now is, like all the trend is telling me, is they like newer content but longer ones too. So it kind of helps with feedback. So they like my Return to Arkham, so more superhero based content maybe. Obviously they prefer my older stuff, so my Crash stuff from the PS3 era. Again, they might want that again. But again, I don't really know how that would work on PS3, because that's mainly on the PS3 emulation software. So I might have to work out that. But I think we might have a workaround maybe with that. With you know, guys, how it has remote play on PS4. So because it might work on there, but again, we have to test that first. But what we're thinking with maybe with that, and then maybe testing it maybe later this week. I'm not really sure. But we might try remote play via my Mac, because I have a Mac PC and with OBS. So we might try that. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a video recording software which allows you to record video. Now, some a bit of background on this, because you don't really know about this. So a few months ago, me and Pedro were testing audio on OBS, and it seemed to all work fine. So that was cool. And obviously the furlough and the lockdown's been going on for some time, so we really haven't had time to get back to this just yet. But we're hoping to this week.
And ooh, those laddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
Right, so that's that. Open that, there we go. So we thought we might try that with video now, because we haven't really tested it yet. So we thought we'd use OBS on my Mac to record the video, and then to remote flash in with the audio. But again, I'm not really sure about that, because we said we were going to do it a few weeks ago, and I've kind of forgotten how to do it. But Pedro has reassured me that it is easy to do, so that might be the way forward for Let's Plays maybe. Again, we have to test this first before we do it, so you guys won't see that content or at least that sort of content yet. So for now, it mainly will be live streams. Obviously, Let's Plays maybe later again to revisit some of those old stuff that we can't really do with this set up now. So things like the Imaginators, the Origins Let's Play will be more on that. The Lego Souls 3 Let's Play will be on that too, and the original Batman Return to Arkham co-commentary series will be that too. So that explains that. And obviously, if you guys like my Modern Warfare co-commentary and like Call of Duty in general, then that's going to be done in live streams mainly now, because we did a casual live stream on the latest Modern Warfare game, and it seems to have gained some like traction and retention, so people are tuning into that sort of content. So that might be a thing for Call of Duty, at least until we can get the Let's Play set up more like finalised. So that might be the way forward. So in terms of live streams at the moment, what we're thinking is that we might do obviously live streams, as you guys know, but also finish off some stuff first before we get onto some more older stuff that we need to get back to. So for instance, we'll do the Imaginators live stream series first, because that's what I'm doing now, and then after we've done that, then may do the Crash Insane Trilogy live stream, because we did 100 subscribers special on that. So that's where we really tested it. So that might be next, and then obviously then we don't really know because of, again, the setup. So it might be a Let's Play next maybe, or anything else. But you guys might have to be patient with the PS1 and PS3 stuff, because it's harder to do because the technology is more limited, and that console isn't in this room just yet. That might be in my other room that I've got, because I haven't got multiple rooms, but I have like one main room for gaming now. So that might have to be, as I said, worked out maybe more first. So that's fine. And obviously the live streams again are easier with that because it's all in one room, so it's fine. So that's with that. And if you guys want me to do anything more in terms of that, then please drop a comment in the comment section on this stream, because it's really important for me in terms of feedback sometimes, and obviously keeping viewers interested in the content also. So please drop a comment if you have any feedback or things you want me to attempt in terms of games or consoles or anything like that, you know, because again, it really does help with the channel in terms of growing it. But that's that really. There's not really much else to do really at the moment, apart from a surprise attacks and we're chatting a level. So because we haven't done a level in a while, again on this setup, I might try a level or half in the brain for stuff to do. But a level would be more interesting to see, because then that might test the live stream quality as well. So that would help, because we don't know how well it runs on this setup. So we might just do the first level again with Kingpin maybe, because we might try it with a new character now, because we did this mainly on the first one with Ash. Let's listen now.
Alright, Stealth Elf, let's do this. This time, try to keep up.
Don't get too comfortable, Spider. I've got a new strategy this time.
Get set!
And if you hear that cut noise, ignore it. It's just something I have to drink stuff in. It's more like a bottle style setup. So you might hear a few like noise and that it's just me consuming it. So just ignore that. That's again rudimentary noise, which I didn't really use last time again because I had more cups last time for drinking stuff in last time. So that explains that change to you really. But apart from that, just hopefully you enjoy this content I'm putting out, and hopefully have a look at my other content if you've already subscribed. But obviously, if you're new here, if there's a few new people, then check out my Bandicoot 815 YouTube channel for all of my old Let's Plays, live streams, and that sort of content. And then obviously Twitch for the more recent stuff in terms of the live streams, because they've obviously been archived there as well, so it helps with that. Oh, a villain. Oops. That's one of Chaos' forces, I assume. If you guys have obviously seen this, if not, then that's Chaos, our main villain's henchman now. And Spyro's nothing. Oops. There we go, and then the reinforcements now come in. There we go. Kingpin, there we go, and there he is. He's now on my portal, which now helps. That's why I did it, really, because I know he's in this section, so it's important to have him on the portal, or Crash, or Cortex, or any of the others that need upgrading, really. But obviously, I'm going to focus on one Skylander, and this is obviously Master Eon. And this is where we are. Yeah, created by magic, obviously, as you guys can see. That's it.
Unstoppable foes. And to help train them, I am sending you the greatest Skylander senseis of all time.
There you go, so that explains what those are.
A great adventure awaits you, Portal Master. Behold.
Yes, yeah. So if you guys didn't know that, I did that mainly for background for the newcomers in this stream. And as you guys have already seen, if indeed some of you have, you'll know this already, so it's fine. That, as I said, was mainly for newcomers, yeah. And there he is. And these guys are called Imaginators, which Chaos created them himself. Again, like Eon said, using the mind magic to do it. So that's important to know. And Spyro, there we go. Obviously redesigned after the last game. Because I don't believe that he was in a game before this for a long time. Again, like Crash. So there we go. So now we do it with this one now. Again, we'll in the live stream do it with Crash. But I just want to upgrade this person. That's Beer's character. So that I am using mainly him. There we go. That's helpful. Thank you. Again, for newcomers, that's helpful. So okay, now fight these bastards off. Again, if I swear, don't mind it. It's just me doing it. But more people are used to this on the stream itself because they've heard it, so it's fine. But the people that I know, they're not really a fan of this sort of swearing. So I'm going to tone it down maybe a little bit, but who knows, let's see how it all goes. Bash this down, there we go. Oh. If you guys have seen that now, you will know that. Hopefully for newcomers you won't. So, that word again. Bastards. Pedro's really a fan of these sort of games, you know, classic more so. He does, and if you guys don't know much about him, I will now explain. He's called Corpo195 on YouTube and the same on Twitch and Discord, if you use Discord that is. And he mainly plays like areas to get to new areas. So he plays more classic games sometimes, like arcade stuff, PS1, 2, GameCube, and all that sort of classic era really consoles. And does playthroughs to explain how to get to the newest areas in that. So he's more focused on classic games sometimes, but obviously he does do the modern stuff as well. So his channel is really a balance of the modern and the old content, so it kind of helps. You can't run very fast with him, so you just have to... It's better to have Crash, hang on. Hang on, let me switch character for a minute, because it might do it slow like that. Do Crash, because he's obviously a bit quicker. And welcome back, Crash, there we go. Again, ignore that, it's just my watch saying what's happening in the world. In terms of things, there we go. Now you do this now to increase the speed, you see. Obviously, if you're going to have two players, it would then be easy for this. Right, so then you just have to work out how to do it. Then with one player, do it one direction. There we go. There we go. That's the wheel, and then obviously a chest. Because I might do this for too long, because I don't want it to take ages to upload it, but I just want to show you this, just again. Because a lot of you guys in the comments are new, so that explains why I'm doing this for you guys. What you do is push that first, then obviously the arrow push that way, and that way. So you then can spin with Crash, it's easier. You then roll this. And it's cool that Crash and Spyro are appearing again together once more. because as you guys might not know, they appeared in a few games in the PS2 sort of era. Okay, I'm gonna might change this back now because it's Kingpin. But yeah, there you go, just say that. So what this basically is the level of the story mode itself. Obviously, it's more expansive, but I'll show you as we go on. But what I might do with this also is just to upgrade some existing ones I already had. Therefore, I don't have to upgrade them in game when I go back to this so-called stream. So it will help with that. And obviously, in the main stream, I'll play as Crash and Cortex, obviously because that's how we usually would play it. Again, this is just to show my friend how this all runs again, because we haven't done this in like over a year now. So it's good to update this a bit. You now need a brawler, so you need to switch to Crash now specifically. And Crash is now back again. Welcome back, buddy. We missed you indeed. Missed him in terms of like the lack of new games for the previous 8 years before this. So. And that's one of my background images that I had before. And that is the image from the outtake version of that, because I've done this twice now. I did this on my channel before, but then we discovered some new software that I could use with it. So like a Blue Yeti was bought for me, a new controller was bought for me. So we did this on my original setup once for a few parts, and then we got the new setup, and then so then we redid it on the new setup, which was in my other room now, on my old TV. So I've done this on 3 setups now, which is helpful to know because I'd like to again see how all of this runs on sort of like each setup.
Are you feeling this?
Yep, definitely feeling this. And then we'll wait for that to drop. There we go. So this is interesting to see on every setup, just to see how it again all runs.
Whoa! This is it, Skylanders.
There we go, and then we switch back to Kingpin for the progression. There we go. Yeah, this one is a bit flimsy sometimes because you have to keep switching between people. Obviously, that's where the 2-player mode comes in for this, you know. There you go, use that, there we go. Upgrade that, there we go. So this is better played in 2 players, obviously, as I said before. So one player is different, obviously, because it's obviously 1 player. So then we have to go in the maze, hit all this first before we go in, because we've got some stuff to collect. Yeah, there you go, so now you have to find your way through the maze.
Big maze right in the middle of their fortress.
Right, so then you go here for these coins first.
Maybe as a way to confuse solicitors or something?
That's intended as a joke, but it's not really funny now, because it's lost its impact over time. Then you switch here, then you have to go through here, as you guys can see. Then do that, go through here again. Get this first before you enter anything else. Just so you don't miss anything, really, to be honest. Switch that.
Amazing. Get it?
I don't, again, so that joke's kind of lost its value over time. Right, I guess this popcorn to refund. Now, this doesn't really work when you have full health, but if you need health, then please take that because it's really important. Right, now we're out. There we go. Jump. There we go. Whee! Boom.
Whoa! Here's an ancient battle gong. Sensei's bang these magical gongs to summon intense fights. I've heard the rewards are sweet, but you have to be a sensei.
Of course. So that's why I now have 2 senseis here, because it really helps. So if you guys don't have senseis, you might not be able to do this. But again, if you get the Crash edition, you will get a sensei with this, because you have Crash in the box. But you then get Kingpin and Golden Queen with this as well. Obviously the additional ones I've bought since then were just Chaos in like a subsequent year. So in the box, the Crash edition comes with Crash, Cortex, Golden Queen and Kingpin in the box. And then with the portal and then the game and all the cables with that. That's the box contents really. And then you can buy additional ones over time, which I've obviously got Chaos now, so it helps. But all you need in the box for this edition really is Crash and Cortex to do this sort of area, and obviously Kingpin. So with the Crash edition, you get 3 senseis in one. So that's why it's the best one to get, because then you can easily do this without worrying about it. Obviously, if you get the normal edition, then obviously then you wouldn't be able to do this. So that's why it sort of helped to get this version instead of the other one. And now we'll go through each path. There we go. Get the coins obviously as well. First level wealth, and then we enter that using this. Again, you have to be careful with this, guys, because it's quite again flimsy with mechanics sometimes.
Apparently, if you use the bounce pad to hit the floating ball things, we can move on.
Maybe don't go through there. Hang on. There might be another pad here. Hang on. Let's just see. That doesn't move. So that's all right. There we go. Right, you can't go through there. I don't really understand why. Hang on. Let's just see.
I gotta be honest.
I think you might crash into that. Hang on, because it might be difficult to do. Sorry you can set that dial up because I was changing, so that's fine. Because I thought this might be easier with Crash, so let's just try that and see. I'm pretty sure this might be easier with Crash because I've done this before with Crash. Yeah, you have to time this really well. That explains why I'm not getting it, maybe. Or maybe you have to hit. Oh, you have to cut the disc. That would explain it. Fine. Okay. Yeah, you have to cut the disc, and I don't think I've cut all of it because I think that might also be a disc. Funny, it's not. I think I might have. Oh, the disc is right there. I see. Yeah, I gotcha. There we go. Got it now. That's why you have to hit. It's quite in a timely fashion. There you go. Now we got it. I did forget we had to collect discs, so that explains why that took a bit longer than anticipated. But that's again fine because it's manageable. Get this. Right, so that's that from that set, and now we've got that path, and this is now a teleport to the next path, which again for newcomers is important to watch this. Okay, next bit. See, again we've done this in the stream, so that bit explained again. Might just get this again with Kingpin because we need to upgrade him.
Stay frosty.
Jump again, then cut the coins, and then jump whenever that comes back. Now, that's it. And move along here before it goes back. There we go. Nice helpful for Crash, yep. Right, there we go, and then back to the teleport pad.
How about that? 2 paths down, 1 more to go.
Yeah, Riley, you're also right, because as you say, not many people are streaming this anymore, so that's why I thought I'd do it as well. Just to get back into it, but also to show more people Skylanders, because not many people stream this anymore, as you point out, so that's again why I did it. But it also helps people that have never played this, such as you guys in the comments. It all will help you as well to get this sort of mastered. Again, there's nothing there, so we have to now then go up here and then obviously go along here. We now can go down here for additional stuff. There we go, some more treasure, a bit more bad guys too. We're almost there with Kingpin now, so we know they're switching back soon. Going to go back here to get back to here. Go back up here to that path. There we go. Let's collect this. More treasure. There we go. Go across here to get that. Then have to go down here for additional stuff. There we go. Just like these guys. That's all the treasure now. Just that creature. Gone now. Okay, let's wait for this to come back. There we go. Let's do that. Jump down here to get that. And get this chest.
Set hard bound.
Part of the set, that's good, there we go, and that's all paths now cleared. Now we go back to the jump pad to access this area, there we go. Now and again more creatures again. I've done this already, so that's pick, explain again. As you guys can see, I don't need to point this out next time, so you guys have seen that each time, so now I now don't have to point that out, which is again helpful for me. Right, these guys again to get more of this. And that's that.
It's especially powerful in this ancient place. Guess that's because the ancients invented it, huh? But if you can focus that power, you might be able to make a bridge with it.
Again, I showed you guys that to show you newcomers. Let's do this. You now press X. No, not X. Sorry, square. So press square on this. Assuming you're on PS4. If not, the control scheme is different. But that's for PS4 gamers. Assuming that you guys are. So then you press X to lower that. Right. So then you fight to the Doomlander, which is again like a boss system now. So after each level, you face a Doomlander, which is one that Chaos, the main villain, has created. Like I have from scratch. So that is basically how this all works now. So after each level you would face them, and then that's how you would then progress. This is another thing you have to do. Challenges. Snail challenge. So then you have to get these in a certain period of time. But this character's slower, so it might not work for you. If not, then I would then switch to Crash fast. Should be right. There you go. I've got all those, and then also with that challenge you would then unlock these. If there's nothing major there, so that's fine, and then do this again. Buttons. Yeah. I'll press it now for it to come together, that's fine. Then you face the Doomlander with Chaos. Again, that's fine on the top. Might face the Crash now. For a minute. I did this originally. Actually, no, what I might do to try Kingpin, and then if not, then I'll try Crash.
I've got something up my sleeve that not even you fools can stop. Doomlanders!
Here is the book, Master.
And now that I have it, I will use its knowledge to make you even stronger than before, to defeat our uninvited guests.
And then you use the mind magic from his brain to create it. There we go, to form it more. Customise it really, yeah.
Sorcerer class.
Yeah, so Chaos has customised this character now to make it a sorcerer with like a staff, obviously, as you can see, and 2 eyes. Now we fight it, there we go. So then I changed it, so now it's changing it back now, so it explains that a bit of lag, but that's fine. And thanks guys for coming, I really appreciate this. Again, this is mainly for my friends to see its functionality on the new setup that I've got. That's it. Then you have to avoid that, and then see back end like this. I'm now going to use my main move now. So this is like a finishing move that you can do to get rid of Skylanders faster, or Doomlanders in this case faster. I can't remember what the move is called, but it's based on like some sort of philosophy from like the Asian continent, I think, in terms of its name. Again, not a stereotype, so it's fine. Kung Fu, I believe it's called, or something to that effect. I'm going to alert this up after this stream, and then I'll tell you in the next live stream when we do it. But it's the basic thing that you guys need to know really with this. Mainly, you don't really need to know the name of it. That's fine. But it's just like a finishing move for Skylanders that you can use to deplete health faster, as I said. That's basically what its basic function is, really, to be honest. And I've done that again, there we go, because of my 4th with it, in terms of the move. So,
Stupid and annoying Skylanders could be, but maybe this will be enough to deal with your stupidity.
so Chaos has been the villain for all of these games thus far. Skylanders the first one. So he's been the villain in every game so far. And this is the last main game to date, obviously, because they've been taking a break with this series mainly because, you know, that they sort of run out of ideas with this. So that's why they didn't want to push it further with this, for risk of it becoming maybe a bit stale or a bit formulaic. Because obviously this game is quite formulaic in the way that it's sort of structured. So that's why they rested this game, and rightly so, because of the reasons I have just described. But hopefully a new Spyro game will now come soon, because Crash has followed that sort of pattern now with the remaster first and then a new title. Hopefully Spyro will now get one too, and that's what Doomlander defeated, there we go. So hopefully Spyro will now get a new game to complement that too, so it might work. And based on the Crash pattern, as I've said before, that it will see 2 remasters and then a new game. So maybe Spyro might have 1 more remaster, maybe from the PS2 era maybe, and then eventually get a new game, because that's sort of how it works with Crash. But again, don't. But then also, the risk with that is that you don't want to copy something too much, otherwise it might not work. So that's why the teams have to assess it really in terms of that. So Toys Bob will then assess it for this one. And then obviously Vicarious Visions would have to assess it, were they to do a remaster of this series, because like with this series you have to really get it right because it's set in different series and continuities. So it's harder to manage than Crash because of that issue. So you have to assess what games the fans play the most really in terms of that. Do they play the PS1 games first? Obviously they did, so then you pick the Reunited trilogy for that series. So then the last series of that really was PS2, so then you have to look at those games and think, okay, what games in that series are the most popular? Because again, continuity was different, so it didn't really work like that. And obviously we don't really have much feedback on that from the fans on that. So it's harder to judge that, but it's alright, like that. And that's the level then finished, there we go. So it's harder for Spyro in terms of series and games to assess whether and what games are viable or not. With Insane Trilogy it was quite simple because there was 3 of them and that's it. And obviously they were universally loved across most of them anyway, so it didn't really matter. Right, so that's the first one done, first level, obviously. So Spyro is difficult, but I hope that they will do a remaster of the PS2 trilogy with this because it made sense like with Crash in terms of doing it. So in terms of what you guys want to see next really, that's the key with this one. Do you want me to upgrade it more? I guess that's the more viable path. But I will do more levels just to again test it as well. So I might do the first 3 levels maybe just to see, and then that will be enough of a sample, just then see if it's function on this new setup. Right, we're nearly there with the upgrade now, so I think we can now do the end of King 10 now for upgrading, and then maybe do a level now just to see again. And the good thing about this game also is the portal is a bit smaller and it's all connected through the mains to the console, whereas last time you had to find the port to find it. So that's the same sort of functionality, but it's simpler to manage. Because on the PS3 Skylanders game you had to plug it into like a USB slot like this, but it was more bulkier, so it was different to set up. Because obviously we didn't have the share play function then, so it was harder to set that up. Because then you would do more. So basically with that is that you would do a let's play for that sort of thing then, whereas now you can do live streams. So that's the main difference with the consoles in regards to that function. So I need more of these. No, that's fine. And as my friend Pedro found out, you know, that he did that for most of that time in terms of for a let's play, but he didn't get very far with it in terms of the story mode, and that's kind of stalled really at the moment because he doesn't really have as much time as it is with his work on top of that, so it doesn't really help in that regard. That's why he's gravitated like me to more live streams, because it's easier to manage it. You know that you can say do a live stream in the evening for a couple of hours. Whereas a let's play, you have to really have more time with it. Like you have to have several days free with that. So that's why we've more gravitated towards. There we go. We've now done all that. Now we don't have to do that anymore for that character. The only other one we have to do in this now is for Golden Queen. And after this bit, I'm going to see how far I am with that. Because again, I have to see where it's viable to do it in this one, or maybe in the next one, maybe. Because I don't want to spend too much time with this. So that's why I'm going to assess it. See. Could change my thing midway, but I want to get to the end of this. With this Skylanders, so. And you won't level up, you now have upgrade King 10 now I believe, so that's why I'm again assessing it to see how it all works. So that's that.
Huzzah for the Skylander! And ooh, those laddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
Yeah, and as you guys have also noticed, my Bandicoot 815 name hasn't taken effect on Twitch. It's because it had like a typo on it when I did it, and Twitch say themselves that would take 2 months to update. I guess maybe with that. So it's Bandicoot 815, or it's Flash 815 presently with this. So my name is going to change eventually on both on this channel. So then it would be more consistent in that regard. So at the moment it's Flash 815 on Twitch and Bandicoot 815 on YouTube, but that will now change in 2 months' time to be Bandicoot 815 on both channels to be more consistent. So that's why that change hasn't really taken effect yet, because apparently you have to wait 2 months for that to take effect. So that explains it. Right. So now what we're going to do now is not do the level yet. We're now going to see what our Skylanders are doing in terms of upgrading. There we go. Gone Queen. I've done Cortex and Crash, so that's not a big deal. And with Chaos, I then have to assess that because then with Chaos, I haven't really upgraded him yet. So I might do that just in the live stream, because that might take longer, because I'm not as far along with him as I am with Golden Queen. So it makes sense. Right, now I'm going to upgrade her now, because we need to. Oh, we need to do that. Fine. We now need to do that now. There we go. And then maybe this as well, because we have got enough now. Can't do this obviously now because we've already got it. And so we've now got most of the coins upgrades. Now we need to do now we need to go in her realm specifically, I think, to do that. So we're going to do that now, just to assess it. As I say, we're not far away from fully upgrading her, so that's why I would do it. I'm going to upgrade her now and then do a level, and that might be it for it now, because I don't need to do much more with this, because I'm mainly comfortable with the function now. Right, let's just see where we're going now. We're going to the Earth realm, so I just have to refine this, but that's again fine. So I find that quite easy. Ah, this could be it. Hang on, let's see if it's... Hang on. That's the light realm, but I don't think it's that one. No, it's the Earth realm, because that's her element / class. Right, we might just go back to have a look now. Okay. Oh, we get more coins with her, but you know, not upgrade her really yet, because we haven't got level stuff, and we can now do that again with encounters like Kingpin. The good thing is she has a staff to hit people in case they're not hit people in the game, but hit creatures in the game, so it kind of helps with that. I might need a bit of time with this, so please bear with me just one moment, because I now have to reacquaint myself with where the Earth realm is. I did know where it was, but I now just have to find it again, so again, please bear with me on this. Right, okay, that's Mags, that's the level, so that's not that. Right, let's jump down here, see. There's some coins down there to collect, there we go. Hit this now to get more. Oh, there's a bit of cloud air, let's see where this leads. Yeah, that doesn't really reveal much, that's fine. Tech realm, no. So it's not around here, or at least this area. Right, so it's not in that area, sort of area, so it might be more central. Because I don't really know where this is, I've generally forgotten how this works. Right, so that's the fire realm, fine. And then this is obviously where the Skylanders Raceway, Thumping Water Islands, and those level pack areas are, so it's not in there. Let's try this area, because this might be a... Obviously, if I had a PlayStation camera in this, you actually could see me, but you don't want to see me, because I'm not really... I don't look like I'm dressed appropriately for this, so that's why there's no camera. But again, that doesn't matter. Oh, that's the air realm, so it's definitely not round there. I might just take the ship and have a look. This is the magic realm, I think, possibly. Let's see. That's again, I think, a level. Again, check. Battleship. Oh, we can access this one. Ah, so that wasn't a level, so that's fine. Now we're going to the battleship now, so we get to more areas of the map. Again, that's an advert for the Creator app, so if you want to create your own, you would download that on your mobile. Or your tablet if you want bigger size for that.
According to the battleship's guacamole detecting radar, we've tracked that guacamole monster here to this strange island.
Ah, I see. This is for the story, you see. This is a story area, fine. But for newcomers, I'm going to show this to you guys. I'll skip this because we've already seen this. But this is a level area. Again, we've already done this. It's fine. Right, now we'll do this again, just again to show you guys this. Then we might better progress with the story more, you see, and therefore get back where we were, sort of thing. Because I think we might be a bit behind with this, so we might have to do this again. Again, I don't really care about that bit. And you can go up this now, which helps. And then you also can turn around, which helps. And fire at him. Obviously avoid the guacamole while doing so. Put that, there we go. And avoid that again. And obviously the angle's not right, so then you can move along. Then obviously continue to fire. I'm just doing this again because this might be not up to date in terms of stories. That's why I'm doing this, just to also showcase this to you guys as well. Yeah, some persons just enter family members entered the house, so you don't need to worry about that just yet. Because I know how to do this, so I know it's quite simple for me this bit. Then you go up, place them there we go. Because I got a week off of my furlough as well, because I got leave before I left. But that's also one more freer, which helps. Again, nothing much on that because it's not really that interesting. So it's fine. And if I say things wrong, guys, sometimes about facts, that's what the don't quote me things for. So be aware of that for future streams, because that might be said. Oh, there we go. He's defeated. There we go. But again, don't worry about things like that because it's fine. Let's get this because we've seen this in the live streams. That's fine. Now the next stage. There we go. For the arm. Again, you have to be more careful with this because it's an arm. And you can obviously turn around if you want to go back the other way. Help with functionality if you need it. You go around, there we go, and that's the main monster itself, I believe now. And then the arm component is obviously an extension of that. Turn around now to go back a bit, there we go. I might try and defeat the monster first and then the arm, because then it's easier. And then maybe hit the arm if possible and then go up by doing that sometimes. Yeah, the monster's the priority really at the moment, so. Because this might not be one of our save games. Because I haven't got my hard drive in, so it might not be our save. I might just plug this back in now just to see if that all works now. Because I've changed the setup now, so it might be like that. So it might help me with this. Because this has all our save data on it, I believe, so let's just plug this in and see. Might have to repair it in a minute. Like this, for instance, and then microphones only. So once we repair this, then you'll hear me again. So now we're back with the commentary. Okay, so now I just repaired my extended storage device because I think that has all our save data on this from the stream. So that's why I did that primarily just to see if that worked, and it obviously did. Well, I'm going to check the data maybe in a minute, but I might just do this bit first. Hit this now at full force, there we go. Whoa. Now we're now to hit the arm mainly now, to be honest. And then obviously the arms mainly, so there we go. So that's the main bit now, so just focus on the arms now. There you go, duck, there we go, and keep firing. If you guys are new to this, which I think you guys are, so you know, defeat the body if you can, sometimes all the other ones. But mainly the arms, to be honest, in this section, and then you get that to get a bomb. There you go, and now you can fire on that now. Obviously continue to fire that, and then go back towards the arms. And you obviously turn with that. You might disappear in a minute, so be aware of that. You can fire, yeah, I knew he might disappear. That's it, that's it, that's it. That's one, there we go, and now the other one. So I don't remember where it is, so just again bear with me. Ah, there it is, fine, fine. Then you obviously turn again to go back there. Obviously keep firing. Yeah, because it's so simple for me, you see. That's why it's so easy, because I know how to do it so easily. Now go back to the arm, and also place that again. He will again disappear in a minute. Just fire on this as much as you guys obviously can. You turn it back just to go back there. You can fire obviously, and you obviously dodge that if you can. Yeah, this is a popular stream, so that's why I did this. To just reacquaint myself with it, also with setup, but also just to show you guys, newcomers, if you missed this the first time. So obviously for a recap, for when you see the stream eventually. Okay, so come back there now, and then turn back and then shoot it again. And get that to repair your ship if it's damaged. Go back there you go, and then fire it, and go up. Can't believe it's almost been 2 hours. I mean, that's mad, isn't it? But I hope you guys have enjoyed this content, because that's why I did it. One, to recap people that missed it, but also to reacquaint people who saw it on a different setup also. That makes sense too. That's the reasons I really did this, to be honest. That's it, duck, here we go, and then fire. We then turn to get more of an accurate view. Obviously then continue to fire. Yeah, I hear you, that's it, and then fire, and then dodge it, there we go, and then fire obviously. Right, the arm's gone, but it didn't die, so I might just turn back just to complete that off. It might not have got the health bit, you see. That's it. Right, that's 2 arms both defeated, there we go. Right. Here's the bigger one's coming up now, the big guy. Oh, it's Egad, the big guy, fine. Now you go more up here to defeat this guy now, and obviously the arms now. Again. And then the main one at the head. Right, let's turn here, there we go. So now both arms are out now, which makes it a bit easier. On both sides. You have to adjust this accordingly based on the arms. So you have to be fairly quick with this bit. There you go. I'm just going to defeat the arms mainly first, I'll be honest. That's the easier bit for me personally. So you have to catch them quite quick as well, so you have to be careful with this. Again, this is quite big, so you have to be quick with this fairly. Go around here for the arm, there we go. Obviously now that moved again, there we go. Now go back here, and then turn as far as you can to get as much health down. But it's constantly moving, guys, so be prepared for a wait for this, because it does take a while, because it's quite slow in this bit, because it's quite big, the monster itself. If you fire on the head, then that'd be great. So then you fire more at the head, you see. Then you advance this then a bit quicker. But fire at both if you can, because then it might speed this up. Again, I don't know this because I haven't played this in a while. So, but I gather this would make sense. That's it. So if you have cannons, I don't really know how to fire that. So I'm just going to do the main guns for now. And then obviously keep moving with this, because it does have barrels of things fired at you now. So you got to be again careful. That's it. Obviously hit the arm if you can as well, just to increase your health, to bring that all back. And then fight ahead if you can, obviously then duck when it fires at you like that. Then get the mega cannon and fire at that, just to speed this up a bit. There we go, just fire the cannons at it now. Maybe get the arms too. I'm now off the cannons, but that's alright, I can always easily get them back, so it's fine. And then there's another arm, then go around here more to defeat the arm, there we go. Yeah, I missed that again, that's alright, I can easily wait for that in return. That's it, and then go up now to hit the head now, just to get it more accurate. And there's the mega cannons again, there we go, and then fire that at the head to decrease the health mainly. While obviously avoiding those guacamole things that are flying at your head, literally. So then fire that. Fire now more up the arms now, just to get the health maybe down. Yeah, my tip with this, fire the mega cannons if you can, or repair it often. Therefore, then you can increase your health with this and keep it more consistent in that respect also. So and then fight the little ones to defeat the little ones. There we go. And then fight the arms or the head if possible. And then try and get those cannons also to help with that also. Don't worry, Jetpack. I'm in control here. Don't worry. You have to duck when they come. So there's the arms. So you have to mainly obviously hit the arms now to limit the mobility. There we go. And obviously then fire here if you can. Obviously keep moving also with this also, because it's quite again dangerous with this. Hit the arm. There we go. That's it. The arm's now gone now, and then you have to move accordingly of where the arms are. And then hit those with now the mega cannons, hit the head with the mega cannons, there we go. Do the arms if you can, but obviously it's not essential with that bit, it's fine. If you hit that mainly with the head, there we go, obviously the arms down here. That's mainly with the guns, obviously not cannons. Right, head again to get rid of it. Should be, there we go, it's gone. Defeated. Yeah, I'm going to assess the save files now. Therefore I know that I believe this data is still on here, but I just want to make sure. I might just come out of the game in a minute and then see if that data's back, because it could be. But I might as well continue with this bit now because it makes sense. Because you know that I've done more things on here than I did in the other one, so it makes sense to have this one as now the primary one for saves. God, 2 hours, I know. And then obviously the story advances. This again might make sense. But I could just end this here, maybe. Right, we've already seen this now, so we can now skip this. If you've seen the live stream, of course, for newcomers, that's Chaos basically explaining the next part of his plan. So that's all that is really. It's quite basic like that. So the main things I'm now going to finish now with is do one more test on the level, just to make sure the quality is A, consistent, and B, viable. Obviously it's viable but not consistent yet because we've only really tested one level. So now we're now going to upgrade Golden Queen as much as possible, but we might not do that because A, we don't need to, and B, it's not really essential. So we're just going to do one more level test, and that will be it for this stream. Obviously, again, this is just a test, just to see, but it all works fine. So I think this will be maybe part 12 of this now, because I don't want to not involve Pedro. So this might only be like a concept idea, I think, because you know concept videos test stuff, whereas like normal live streams don't. That's why I've called the Last of Us live stream test concept, and the same with the Arkham ones, because they're like just to test functionality and just to test the systems in general. That's why this probably will be a concept test. So and you guys will see this as soon as this is archived. So again, don't worry about that. And on Twitch and Discord the same, and for YouTube it will be archived on YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. So you will see this, guys. So again, don't worry about that. Well, I think we're going to do one more level test, and then I think that will be it for now. So now we just want to end with Crash, because that's how we sort of started. Yeah, right. Again, it is sad to see this. Yeah, that's why I did this, to help you guys see it, for new viewers to see this, but also just to test the systems also. Right, one more level test. Let's see what we're going to attempt. We might test the demo level from Sky Fortress, because that's the level in the demo from the E3 side. Because that makes sense, because it was the first Crash level that we saw or shown off. So it makes sense to end there, really. But again, I've got to find that now. That's fine. It's easily findable. Just got to find it. No, not Mushroom River. Fizzland. It's near this area, I reckon, but not quite here. Might just see about the chest thing first, then. No, that's fine. We don't have any more of those. I think it's mainly around this area now, and the Earth Realm I believe is the same place, roughly. That's the level. That's the Earth Realm. So I'll upgrade Golden Queen there another time, because that's a main area for her, mainly. I think it's in this general direction, but let's see where in terms of direction. We can't get that yet because we did the first one, but not the second one of that. But I'm not going to attempt that now because I've done enough of those now. Seriously. It's near this area, I know, but where, how near, I'm not really sure. That's why I'm just looking around a bit. That's the area for the boat. Let's just do this to go to the other part of the map. See, that's again in a nice journey, so it fits. Right, so now we're back here now. It might be in this area. Let's just do this. So this is another part of the game. Like you slide along these wires, not wires. It's more of a rail. Yeah. So you slide along that rail. Obviously, after you unlock the dragon unlock ability for this. So you have to go to a dragon temple in this story to unlock that ability. Obviously, most of you in the comments haven't really done this, so that's why I'm just demonstrating this. So when you do this, you gain the ability to use these dragon wind pads, and basically what that means is that you can still do those same abilities, but as a non-dragon character. So it really helps. So that's what that's for. Yeah. There's more energy here for the characters. Again, it makes sense for King Golden Queen to have this. This might change a bit. That's fine. And it obviously will now change to the character because I need the fuel for it. I sort of need the upgrade juice for this. That's why I switched it. There we go. So that might advance her a bit more. So that's that. That's kind of obviously to get back. So then we jump down here. I think we can. Again, we might not be able to because it might be limiting. Yeah, it's that limiting. So we then have to use that cannon. Fine. And wait for it, guys. Whee! There we go. That's more like it, isn't it? Okay, so now we have to find where this is. It's roughly around this area, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to find I know what level I want to find. Right, I don't mean it's this way, first of all, so I don't mean it's that way. Right, down here, let's just have a check. This land, I think we've came back to where we were now. Right, I think it's a bit further this way. If that would make sense. Not sure if we can jump down here. I think the waterfall we can, but the other areas we don't think we can. Right, we can't jump down there, that's fine. So it's not in this general area, I don't think. Let's have, again, check. Right, it's close to this area, I think, but again, it's not specific in terms of location. That's the battle arena. Again, we don't need to do this yet. Basically, you battle in there to get like experience points for that, experience juice. Let's take rounds now. We just have to do this. Hang on. Put along here a minute. No, there's nothing really there, but it's not in that area. I think it's more that way maybe. So let's go back and have a look. Okay, so it's not that way, and it's not this. It's more in this way, I reckon. So let's have a look. And then again, a look. That's Fizzlands. It's not that. That's Scholarville. So that's again not that. Let's just check this way. I don't think this is, but I just want to confirm it. That's where the first level is. So it's not in this general direction. It may be on here. It's not over there because that's all level packed. So then again, let's try this. Because again, not playing this for a long time kind of helps me to rediscover things more slower than before. Because before it was quite. Oh, here it is. Speaking of, there we go. Let's replay that as Crash because we played that like that originally, so that makes sense. I might play my creation maybe as well, but I don't know. Right, so we can't do that. That confirms that. Fine. So the one thing you can't do with this game, as I've just discovered, is you can't have too many on there at the same time. See, this is 1 to 4 players, or up to 4, I believe it is. But mainly me and Pedro do it with 2 players. So we have Crash and Cortex, obviously. So this is that level, fine.
Sky Fortress.
Again, for functionality, let's test this. This will now be probably the last thing we do now. So if you guys want to see more of this, obviously, if you've just tuned in today, then please subscribe, like or rate, however you want to say this. Drop a comment below if you have any feedback about this stream or my channel in general, just to see if there's anything I could improve on. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see this out, and then we'll end the stream. I'm just showing you guys this again, just if you guys haven't seen this before, which a lot of you in the comments haven't, so that's just for that.
These scavenger creeps have completely taken over our battleship. According to in reports, eaten most of my lunch from the galley's mini-fridge. So, I'll scout ahead, enveloping the enemy in a classic pincer movement. Plus, maybe I can find the guy who stole my food and make him pay. Use this station to build a robot helper. That's what my mom always told me, and it seems like good advice here.
Right, so this is the level Sky Fortress, and this is the level, as I said, in the E3 2016 demo. And this is the game that was showcased in the opening trailer also as well. Yep, so I'm stronger here because I've done this all before, so that's fine. I'm just showing you just guys for exploration and exploration purposes. Okay, so what you would do here with Crash, obviously, if you had the Pro Edition, obviously the Crash Edition with this, mainly, is you would just try and stop chaos in any way possible. Like that's the main goal of this whole game in general. But obviously, this is a different sort of level, so let's put this on. There we go. And now that will create troops for us to use to like succeed, because the troops will help with enemies and all that sort of stuff. Right, so now the dropship has now just landed, so now we'll go there. Yeah, and if you notice also with this, Crash can spin for a lot longer on this because you know they improved that spinning mechanic from the original trilogy, so it kind of helps in that regard. We don't need this main, all of this energy that's coming off, but we will do that with our other Skylanders in the future stream. And you can now take a picture here, which I now will, because I just want to test this again. And you guys can take pictures now in this game. So what you do with that is you would take pictures of specific Skylanders in the academy, and you find certain classes of those as well. So what you do is you take a picture of those classes, and then you put them on that wall. So then it creates that gallery. So that's what that's for. Right, so I've now got. I now might have Smasher now. Let's just test this, see if this all works. Yep. Now I'm going to use my personalised one now, Lord Smasher, who's obviously a Smasher. That says in the name, but also the class also as well. Right, so now that's how you do this. So then you'll test that again, but you don't need to test it because there's nothing really to do to add. You can obviously change things for that, but that's all right. And then you use a personal one now to do this, to upgrade him a bit more. Obviously I've already done this, so it's all right. I might just use this just to show this to you guys. Obviously here, if you had a more newer Skylander, you would then use this energy to upgrade. I don't need to do that, as I said before, because I've already done it. Yeah, so I'm a Fire Smasher, I got Fire Creation Crystal, and that's what you get in the Crash Pro Edition. Like in the Crash Edition, you get a Fire Creation Crystal. I believe that you can get them of other classes, but again, don't quote me on that, because I'm not really sure about that. But I think that's generally the idea. Oh, actually it's not. No, because you get a Fire Creation one in the Crash Edition, and then obviously in the more general one, I think you might get a more general one. I think that's what this is. But again, don't quote me on that, because it's not entirely almost a fact. So you just have to watch it, really, with that one. But if you get the Crash Edition like I did, then you would get this same crystal, so it would work the same way.
Either way, I say we smash those crates with a wrecking ball. We just need to restore power to the wrecking ball.
I'm showing you this to you guys, so that's why I'm showing this. But obviously mine is a bit slower because it's more speed based, and you can't speed this up like in Crash by pressing the analog. So again, you might have to take your time with this if possible. Ah, here we go, this next bit, I remember this, yeah. You then have to do this puzzle thing, so then you push this forward, block it. Yeah, and then you push that off you forward. And you go for this one, forward. Then you move the, so then the idea with this is you then move these beams accordingly in order to get over there. And then push that down again, there we go. Now you've built almost like a platform here. So all that would be down. You can't. You didn't have to move that beam in order for that to work. You move that back, obviously, or sideways, or however the functionality would work. Then you would just jump up here, get always behind here first, and then you push this forward. There we go. So then break that, and then you'd obviously push this way to move the beam to make the platform. Yeah, that's fine. That's just my watch telling me I need to move a minute. That's fine, then obviously push that there to make the platform more stable. Then you would think, okay, how do you then get over here? Then, obviously, if you had Crash, you then could slide spin over, but it's not exactly easy like that. I think it might work like this. If you can't jump that far, so it might not work, might not. So then you'd have to work out how to get over there, so then you'd think, okay, move. Then that's when you would move that maybe, I don't know, but again, just bear with me on this, because I might have to work this out again. Right, let's try this Crash, because this might potentially work like this. If not, then I'll switch back to my own creation with this. But I just want to try this with Crash and see if it's improved it. In terms of getting over there. But you can do a double jump, and obviously the other thing with Crash is you more have a life system like in the games in general. I think you might have to move something here, maybe that's what this is. I thought so. Okay, I thought that may be what it was. So I was right in that respect. I thought this might be it, yeah. Makes sense to do that too. Right, so now you go jump up here for newbies or newcomers, then you jump over here, jump up here, then jump here. Or if you want coins, you would then have to go back to get that, so that's fine. That's that one collected, then you do it again. Again you jump down and you jump across here to get across. But it might not be as easy, so you might just have to move this maybe a bit further along to maybe get across it. Now you have to push this down. I think you have to block it, that's the point. Oh, and then you block it and then you get the coins, fair enough. That's how this works. I did forget that, but that's fine now. Then you obviously get that treasure if you want it. Then you're up here and then you pull this lever. using the R1 button on PlayStation. Obviously, different platforms may say different things, so don't quote me on that again. But I don't need to be quoted on that because it's natural for that anyway. So it's R1 button for PlayStation users. Obviously, for other users, it might be different. So please be aware of that. Right, so that's that bit done, I think now. Yes, I think it's done. Let's just have a quick wander. Don't even think there's anything else in there, so that's fine. Right, let's carry on with this. Bird. Skip this, guys, because live stream people, basically you then just encounter those guys and then you fight them here anyway, so that's why I thought there's no point seeing that cutscene, because you see it after it anyway. So that makes all sense. So the bin is a lot longer, look, wow. And there's a life one, so life energy comes out of him, like leaves and sort of beginnings and leaves. Hit spin more, there you go, to get rid of them faster. Spin this until you get rid of them. And then that opens that up, and then I'll fit the chest, and then the coins first, there we go. And the chest. There you go, so I've done that now, there we go. Now, unlock the King's Crown as part of that set, there we go, and then you also need to press this. There you go, Wrecking Ball.
You're now in control of your very own wrecking ball. Use it wisely, friend. More specifically, use it to knock the explosive crates overboard as quickly as you can. This wrecking ball.
Not all the comments coming up on the chat yet, so that's fine. It might be a bit delayed, but okay, okay, so you'll see this in the actual live stream itself, so don't worry about that again. That's fine. That's it. You've just got to clear this of all the wreckage, basically. In other words, just got to get rid of all the boxes on this area if you're a newcomer. So just swing this using the left stick. There you go. So now I've nearly done all that. There we go. That's that. But I showcase that for you guys' benefit in the comments. So as your newcomers. So for experienced people, the live stream would then be the source to see that. I might just hang on. Yeah, there's another bit as I thought. Hang on. Yeah. You have to off aim this as well. It's not easy with this. You just have to aim this. Like there you go. I'm still trying to swing your mechanism, see that goes. And that's where it's aiming. So you sort of want to aim for the vulture too, if you can. Oh, that's maybe one. Hang on. It's maybe a vulture. That's it. Yeah, that was a vulture. I thought that was. Okay, that's fine. Now we knock this last one. There you go. That's it. Aiming it right, of course. That's it. Boom, gone. So now, keep doing this until you reach Genderless Morris now. Against newcomers. Just keep swinging with where that left stick, and it should aim up correctly if you're assuming that you're aiming it right. And that last one, there we go. And if you notice that some person enter the room, it's just a member of my family, it's fine, don't worry about it. Right, I'm going to preview this again for newcomers. Yeah, so that's another sensei called Starcast, hence you see it there. Oh, that was also a soul gem for that person as well. That makes sense to showcase it. Because I got the soul gem with that, I mean, and then it previews what it looks like before you buy it, sort of idea, which is helpful for your particularly newcomers because you don't know what you're buying sometimes in terms of figures. So that's why you really have to look in a shop for this. You can't really do it. I wouldn't advise doing that sort of thing online because one, you can't see the figure, and two, you see a picture of it, but you don't know how it's all going to work in terms of functionality. Again, purely because you can't see it.
Only a sensei of the quick shot class can open.
Yeah, so I can't do that shrine obviously because I don't have a Skylander of that class yet. That's fine. That again was for newcomers. And there's a giant bird statue there if you don't see in the distance. Spin now to go a bit further on. There we go. Get that again to health back. Smash these. Again for these people. Then you go in here. There we go. And then that's the hangar.
Capital! You've made it to the main hangar. More importantly, dun dun dun, the battleship! Somewhere on this glorious vessel is my lunch. A whole lot more vultures. Let's find a way to get on board and take back control of the ship.
Oh, I know what this is. Sorry guys, I do apologise just for a moment. I need to find my actual channel itself because then I can access the feed for this. Right, that's still good, fine, that's cool. Just wanted to check the feed was still there and it was, so it's fine. And then I might watch this back before uploading it perhaps, just to check everything over. But again, that's routine for me and Pedro sometimes, that we do check our streams before we upload them. Obviously you can't as easy edit this because this is of course, you can't edit this really at all because it's live itself. That's why Let's Plays are easy to do sometimes, because at least you can edit some sound out maybe for that or anything with. Here it's completely live, so that's why you can't edit this as well as Let's Plays can. But again, that's normal because that is just basic common sense sometimes with people. So that's fine. But I just wanted to see if the people were still there when it was, so that's fine. Just turn the sound down just so you don't want to hear it live, so that's fine. Right, here we go, that's fine, the speed is okay. It's about 5 to 10 seconds behind, but that's fine, you know, that's okay. So we're sort of watching this live as well, so it kind of helps me to just see how it all works in practice. It looks really good. Look at that quality, I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? Right, so now we're going back live. Okay, back to playing it live, I mean, so yeah, that's fine. Again, you fight his enemies just to see if you get anywhere with it. Again, there's a puzzle here, so you have to just work this out yourself. That's that one, fine. Now this one next, because you've got to go next. I think this one goes at the end, maybe. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so now we push this into this place. Right. Oh yeah, this might not go here. Hang on, let's just see if this goes the other way, because it might go. It says move it, so I don't think it was the right one for that one. No, it wasn't, because... Oh, right, I might have to move this again, fine. Right, and then move this down, oh I see, fine. And then that then goes to the left, that then goes forward, and then yeah, push that back there, push that back. Because I think that guy's go there, but again, it doesn't really matter about this. This is again just a test to see if it all functions, and it does. Now you would move this the other way again. And you move this back here, get it out of the way, then push this back here. Okay, because I think I did this in the wrong order, maybe, I don't know. Let's just again, just keep seeing. No, I didn't, because I'm sure I did this in the right order, so that's fine. Oh, there's a system there, I see there's like a... Oh yeah, oh I see what this is doing, right. This might be a switch here anyway. Oh yeah, there is that switch. To get back to the beginning, that's fine. Oh, I see what this is trying to do, right, I see, right, fine. Yeah, I remember this now. You then have to push this forward, I see, right, yeah, I remember now. Now, you would push this out the way, if you can. Again, push this forward. Can't push that way, no. Can't push this that way, which makes no, again, no. I think I might have put the wrong one first. This is the thing about this, it's tricky to judge it sometimes. But again, we don't need to worry about this yet, because this is not actually a part of the Let's Play or the live stream. Things you can't move that now, so then you think, okay. But I might just end this here because it's, again, only a test. I might just at least complete this one maybe, just to see. I do just want to genuinely see this, but obviously it's now tricky now because that's now in sort of like the wrong place now, which is a bit awkward. So, because then if I put that there, you see, now I can't move that one. So then I'm stuck. So then you think, okay, you might move that there, then that there. Then you have to obviously move this one forward, but then you can't. So it doesn't make no sense. That's why I've put this maybe in the wrong order, because I think that was right to begin with. But just see if that works. I think there is another way to get up here also. maybe. Because I do remember something vaguely similar to this in another level, but I could be wrong again. Oh, I think that's maybe why. Hang on. Oh, I see. Wait. So then, yeah, no. Then you're getting stuck. So I think that's what it was. Right, so that does go in there fine, but then you have to think, okay, is it viable to do it like that? Oh, you push that forward. That's why. I remember now. That's it. I thought I'd forgotten something major here, and it turns out I did. So that's better. There we go. Right. Right, this will be the last bit now, guys. So this will be shown more now in the live stream itself now. If you guys watch back my content, you can see this live in the series so far, because this has been shown already. But this is just for newcomers, just to recap them on what they sort of missed. Right, here we go. Right. That's why I did this level, because I wanted to show a specific level for Crash, because this was revealed at E3 with Crash as well, so it made sense. So that's that bit, fine. Now we just have to navigate our way back. There we go. I think we've done this bit now, and then we'll pull that, and then yeah. Now we go back here. There we go. We jump down here. Now we wait. And then we pull this using the R1 button on the PlayStation. I don't know how this is on Xbox control schemes, because this was released on, believe on it, on Xbox One. It was released on Xbox One, and I don't know what that button was. So that's why I don't know that, so it's fine. But if you guys have Xbox Ones, then please tell me, because I would like to know, because I'm interested in that sort of content and stuff, still with consoles. So it might be helpful for me to know should I ever get the Xbox One, but that's unlikely because I'm more of a PlayStation guy. So that doesn't matter about that. It's fine. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, more fighting here. Spinning is helpful here. Again, if you have the Crash Edition with this, it's again easier. You can use a personalised one if you want here, but I'd rather use Crash because that's the character that was shown off in the initial demo, I believe, or was at least one of them that was shown off. So. Okay, right.
Might just have a way to get them out. It's not exactly by the book, but desperate guacamole monster times call for desperate measures.
Okay, right, let's go back for it. Get this chest before we leave. Right, a chest now, there we go, a new weapon. Let's go through here now. There we go, more fighting monsters, here we go. Right, let's go. Again, I've done this, that's fine. This will be in the live stream series anyway, so that's no problem. This is mainly for the new guys that are here. And obviously people can watch this if they so wish, if they've already seen this. But I don't say that they should, because I don't want to... I can't make people do things, so that's why I'm not... I am advising that you watch this, I'm not saying you should. That is entirely your choice in that respect, so don't worry about that. But the stream seems to be good, that's fine. Right. Next bit would be, hang on, let's see if I can. I don't think that there was much here to begin with. Oh, the door stopped, so there might be something here to do. Hang on. Oh, yes, I remember. This is the bit I was referring to earlier. It wasn't a new level. Interesting. It wasn't another level. It was this one. Very interesting, because I didn't really remember that bit. So that's interesting. Food to replenish that. There we go. This bit's fairly simple. So you walk across here, then you jump to the other side. But obviously you can't do that yet, so I really advise you not to do that sort of thing. Like, experiment with things like that, because it's kind of trickier to manage it. That's my advice mainly for newcomers to this game. Don't try that because it's pointless. But obviously if you do know this, then obviously try it like I did and fail. There you go, right. Right, let's try this better this time. Let's see. Oh, you have to jump over here, right. That is what I forgot, fair enough. You have to, hang on. Again, try and remember this. Please bear with me on this. Oh, I see. Oh, this is the. Oh, this. I don't think the switch is activated yet. I don't think that's why. I think that's why. Again, I missed it, so fine. Okay, right. Let's just see. Is it really doing that time? God. It's 12 o'clock guys already. I know, it's mad, isn't it? Seriously, time sometimes just passes so quickly. wait, there's an arrow there, so that's a key bit here, but obviously... Don't think I can access it yet, because I haven't unlocked it yet, so I think that's what this is. Must be something with this, I don't know, let's go back and have a look. There might be a switch that I have to pull, but I don't think so. Oh, yeah, you have to move this round, I remember, yeah. So you can't get there yet because you haven't activated that lever yet. So I think that's definitely a lever or lever, depending on how you pronounce it. If you're American, you would say lever, and if you're here would be lever, and lever I think for Americans. Obviously, I don't know that, so again, don't quote me on that. But there's certain words in Tomb Raider, like leverage, for instance, the word, and that's the same sort of thing because it's pronounced different in different languages. I generally don't remember how to do this, so just bear with me again. I've generally forgotten. There must be a lever that I didn't pull, maybe, I don't know. No, that's interesting. Okay, let's try this again. Bear with me on this, because I haven't done this in a bit of time, so... I think there's something here that I've missed. Like, maybe on this bit. Oh, there was! I thought there was. Right, so that... I just pushed that. Right, I remember now. Yeah. I did forget something. See, I thought I had. And it turns out I did. Of course, the lever, it makes total sense. Now you can push it round. Then you oh, you put it in there. Yeah, of course. Right, I see. Right, okay. Nearly in there, guys. Put that in there, and then you move it to that slot. I remember. Yeah, that's in that. Fine.
Smashing! Now pop the next shell in, and we should just about be ready for some blasting.
Right, so now you get the lever for this bit now, or lever, depending on where you're from. But again, that doesn't matter. So then you go do this again. You push it. And then you would pull it that way, and you're going to go back that direction, and then pull. Push it with your character, with the analog sticks, or one stick in particular, or both, it doesn't really matter. I think it mainly is one, but you could try with two, but again, I don't know that speed, please don't quote me on that, because that's again not fact. That's my opinion again, so, or view, more so than opinion. Okay, right, so labour's obviously spelled differently, again because this game came from the USA. So labour is spelled L-A-B-O-R, whereas in England it's spelled L-A-B-O-U-R. So that explains that. Again, pronunciation is different in other countries, so that again makes sense. Here we go. Ooh. And then you blow that gate open, and then you come out here. I believe that's where the next bit I did earlier comes in. So now you do the bit where I thought the guacamole, which I believe you guys saw earlier. So this probably leads into that. That's again why I picked this level, because it kind of leads in more natural than some levels do, and more so with this one, because this is mainly a crash level. Well, I think it is. I don't know about you guys, but this feels like more crash based because it feels like more platformy and more like feels more like a platformer. So it makes sense. These guys naturally, there we go. Right. Again, if you've got a new character that you want to upgrade, then I suggest doing this level because you get a lot of this on the ground. Obviously, I've got Crash fully upgraded, so it doesn't matter as much to me, but for you guys it might be different. So beware of that if you encounter it. But obviously, if you don't, it doesn't matter. You fight these guys again. There we go. Just get rid of them all. Then you press these levers. Ah, you have to move this. I see. Right, fine. R1 then square, there we go. For PlayStation, obviously Xbox I'm not really sure, so don't. If I don't know that, it doesn't matter. And then you obviously find the other levers. Yeah, I thought so. And then some energy for new characters to upgrade. Again, Crash, that doesn't matter. And you press this, square on PlayStation. Again on Xbox, not sure.
I suppose all that's left to do now is head to the bridge and fly this ship out of here.
Indeed, Jetpack, you're now correct. And now you get this to access the lever, but also to get more coins if again you need it. Then you're going to have to wait for this because it's quite realistic, and you would have to wait for this generally in oh, I see, you have to press that, fine. You have to get it quite quickly to make it up here first. Then get all the energy for new characters, obviously not for Crash because he doesn't need it. You're gonna have to wait for this one. Assuming you have to wait. Oh, I know. Wait. This is more of a waiting game for these ones. This is very specific waiting time. Right, you have to do that. There we go. That's it. Again, feels more realistic. Realistic, so it makes sense. Then you go to the bridge.
You get to the main panel up there and regain control of the ship. Me, I'll be down in the galley, taking back what's mine.
Right, so this is leads into the bit that I did on the casual bit. So this all now makes sense, or more sense than before. And that's our main villain, Chaos, with a hologram sort of setup. Yeah, I think that's fight Doomlander first, and then face the Guacamole as like the overarching villain for this. For this level, see, not the whole game, but there we go. And there he is. Got a sword base this time. Yeah, Chaos is here, is a bit stupid, so he goes, sometimes when he doesn't really understand things. That's it, dodge it, there we go. Oh, and that, the class. Now I'm going to use my finisher again. Yeah, the translation for this name of this move, which again I can't remember, is Sky Power Power. So it's similar to that. It sounds a generic name, but it also sounds quite stupid because why would you say Power Power in a power finishing move? Why? What's the point of that? Jen don't know, but just found that stupid when I first played this with my friend Cobra when I played, which is Pedro. So I use a finisher quite quick there, so I didn't have to avoid it quite. And it might be more better to use a personalised one for this. I might just switch these over for a second. But as you know, I'll come back to Crash for all future live streams, so that's fine. I just thought I'd test this just to have a look because it's better, because it's more of a smasher, which helps with this, and it's more ferocious. I'm going to upgrade that in a second. There we go. Yeah, the magic's disrupted again. Weak. There we go.
I'm starting to get really annoyed here, but hey, this is me. Being a lot more chill about everything and cranking this dude loser's muscles up to 11.
There we go. Now this is the next bit. Now to avoid him more now. He's more attack based. That's it. Just have to avoid that line there, that red dotted line, and that's him defeated. There we go.
Doomlander defeated.
I'm not going to lie here. That sucked. But this Doomlander was merely an appetizer. Something to distract you while the main course continues to destroy your precious Skylands. Good luck dealing with that.
3 per watching. That's good. Right, that's that, and then the chest then. Okay, so we need one more from that set to complete it, and we'll do that in the actual live stream itself, so that's fine. Oh, weapon, there we go. It's quite rare, interesting. Now we have to go to the main bit of the ship now itself, I believe. Oh, it's cutscene, that's fine.
Well, on my lunch tonight at large, the battleship is under our control again, and I think it's ready to take on Chaos's latest monstrosity. Let us set sail for this beast. Tally ho!
That's plus away, and now we fight the Guacamole monster, I believe now. It's a story mode, so then it ends there. So that would then be the next bit. If you guys have already seen this, but if not, then that's still to come. Right, so that's that. And that was basically my idea of doing this. So I think I might just end this here. Again, hang on, let's see if there's a cutscene first. Yeah.
According to the battleship's Guacamole detecting radar,
I'll tell you what, I have 7 minutes.
Guacamole's near to this strange island.
I thought so.
What kind of
Okay.
unspeakable acts he could be up to.
Just I thought a Guacamole monster, yeah. So if you guys have seen this, I'm going to skip this because, again, that was just setting up that boss battle, guys, for you guys that haven't played this. So that's what that function served, in other words. So I don't really need to explain it like that because you see it in a second anyway, like for instance now. Here we go, right, now through this again. Just to avoid that. There we go. And I'm probably going to end this soon, so I'll say what I need to say on that after this boss battle. But it's basically the same as before, so it's fine. You might have already heard me say it, so that's fine. But I might just read it one more time just to make sure that everyone heard it. That's fine. So we have to defeat a small version first, and then a bigger version later. So this boss battle is again in stages. The first one is just this one. Then there's the one with arms, twice, and then you have to face the overhead one. So, as you guys might have seen, we've sort of done this already, but I'm just showing you guys again. Right, that's just my watch, ignore it, it's fine. There we go, hit that again, and then off you avoid the guacamole, flying at you, there we go. And again, for most of you it's quite simple this, because you just have to dodge and fire, whereas for you newcomers it's more challenging. So you just have to keep firing at it, and then moving like with the left stick to beat it, and then you go up here, yeah, stage 2 now, there we go. Yeah, so basically what you have to do is just move and fire at the same time, obviously trying to avoid the guacamole, but it seems quite straightforward for you guys. So I would recommend that you guys play this, because it's a really good game, and it's a really good introduction for you Crash fans that have missed him over the last, like, just under 8 years. So this is a good starting point to begin that comeback year. Obviously, the best way to do it really is to watch the game to play this game first, then watch the Netflix series about it, which features crashing at the end of season 1. Then you would play N Zone Trilogy, obviously next, which is a remaster of Naughty Dog's original trilogy. Then you play the Switch version if you indeed had the PS4 and the Switch version, obviously, which some of you might not have, but if you did. Then the next thing you need to do really is play Nitrofuel, which is the remaster again of Crash Team Racing, which again makes sense. And then you obviously then play the new game when it comes out this October. So that's basically my recommended order for you to do this content in, because then it makes the most sense and it doesn't rely on knowledge too much in that respect too. Right, so that's the small one defeated. Now we've got to do the bigger one now.
Not so tough now, are you, Quacky? That other guacamole monster was merely an apple.
Right, so the live stream will show you that, but Jen's setting up the next bit, so that's basically all you guys need to know really about that. Right, now the arms are next. Again, this is the priority really here. You then use the cannons to blast it more. There we go, to blast it, to speed it up as well, and then just keep moving and firing as you've done before. Right, so that's one arm, maybe. Oh, now we need to move around now to get to the area we want. He is indeed, yes. Right, so that's nearly one arm defeated. There we go, and then we now have to find where it's going to land next. We go around here, and after all, keep firing that gun. Right, so that's one arm defeated now. There we go, and then off to the second arm, and then it's the head. So then you have to then move back here to get access to it, and then off to fire as well. It might disappear, so be prepared for that sometimes, because it does leave like that, for instance, through that vent. So just try to keep up with it as best you can, really, in regards to that. That's all I'll say really on that for advice-wise. Oh, avoid the guacamole if you can. Then you have to go back to where the arm was, and then you just go around here, fire, and then you can repair your ship if it's damaged, which helps, and then also get those cannons with it too. Like do everything like that can, and then there we go. Fire here. Again, it might disappear, so be prepared for that. And shoot it until it's dead, basically. The arms, well, the arms aren't dead, but the creature's arms will be dead. Move that again, and you can hit the small ones as well, the guacamoles, if you want, but you don't have to with it. The main objective is those arms. That's it. That's a duck if you see that, because it's kind of crucial to duck that, so you don't get damaged. And then obviously it moved again. Then you go back here, and it's hard to keep up with this sometimes, as I said before. So just try and get to it as quick as you can, but not have damage with that also. So you've got to be a bit cautious with this. There we go. The arms one's down now. There we go. There we go. That's both arms. Now we do the head of it now. So we've fitted the arms and most of the body. Now we've just got the head to deal with. Right, now we go more up now to face this now, you see. And if you fire your guns, off the cannons is better with that. So that's my advice. Always use the cannons with the head because it deals more damage. Whereas the guns don't really do it justice. And now, there you go, now you use them. Watch. Then it fires a more barrage of them, and therefore that's how it goes a lot faster for people and yourself who are obviously watching me doing it. But obviously for the people who don't watch this, it's okay because you then can watch this once. It's been archived on Twitch, and I'm going to share it around eventually on social media, so like Twitter, Facebook, and then obviously post it on YouTube really, and see what the reaction is. But I'm not hoping anything major because, again, it was only just a test and it wasn't meant to be a part of something. So even though I may upload it, I don't expect much from it because it, again, a test, so it makes more sense like that. I'm hoping my friend Perez will see this, so that's fine. Again, the arms are the priority, but the head also as well. You then destroy the arms a bit first, and then you face the head, really. So I'm going to like face that. I'm now going to do the cannons for the head, and then I'll duck those guacamoles. There's the arm again. There we go. That's it. Right, the first arm's almost done. There we go. Yeah. Now it moves again as usual. Right, that's that. Hit that here. There we go. And if we duck, it swipes. I know. So that's why I didn't quite duck there at the right time. That's all right. And then that's the other arm. There we go. And then that's the first one. Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Interesting. I know. I'd rather have cannons with the arms because then it's easier. I'm trying the best I can with guns, but it's not exactly easy, is it? Oh, the arm went there. I see. Yeah. So yeah. It goes through the building then. That's it. I know. I'm being careful. Right, cannon. Fix it. There we go. Fix it. There we go. Yeah, it moves quite often with the arm, so again you've got to time it exactly right, or it doesn't work. I think I'm ducking, so I'm firing still. Just now I'm going to move again, so now I'm going to have to move maybe again. Yeah, I can't really move around there, so I'm going to have to do this arm now instead. That's alright, I don't mind doing that. Yeah, I'm ducking again, I'm firing as also, obviously it takes time because the arm's constantly sort of moving. So then you have to adapt that approach based on where it is. Now you go around the office to find the arm again. Again, you fire it once more. No, it moved. That's it. Get like, as much as possible. There we go. And then you. There it is. There's that first arm. The cannon's now for the head. There we go. And also the arm as well. Make the arm for the head. Like cannons for the head. There we go. And it's now. You really have to. Careful now, because then you've sort of made him a bit mad. Well, not mad, but angry more. So you've got to be, again, careful and cautious with that. And actually, my main tip for you guys during this bit really is like caution, really, because it's critical that it works. Well, not critical, but it's kind of the most important thing to get the arms first and then get the head. Or if you can get the head first, that's a bonus, because then the arms will info anyway. So it doesn't really matter in that respect. And this will be the last bit you'll see now, so that's fine. It's good just for a test, that's fine. Might take long to upload, but it will be worth it for you guys that want to see it. That's it. Because that's several days of that too, because upload's quite quick now, whereas processing was before. But now it's so what it used to be is that the upload used to take ages and the processing then was quick. But now it's kind of reversed into like, processing is slow now and upload's quick. So that affects how quick your video uploads. So be prepared for a bit of a wait potentially with this, but we'll see how we do with it, so that's fine. Right, now hit the arm. So you can find the arm again. Again, you might have to move. There we go. Get the arm. And then it moves, you see, and then it can't really adapts.
Destroy the giant guacamole monstrosity.
Right, to the head. I'm trying to do the arms first, if I'm being honest, but I'm trying to go for the head also. There you go, just fire the arms and then like that, there we go, and obviously then hit that small guacamole thing as well. Not throwing, not thing. I've had it so long now, I've started to lose words for sentences, it's fine, I deal with it accordingly. To get the head and then I'll have to repair it, there we go, and then I'll get the arm first, if you can. That's only if you can, that's advice, not guidance for that one. We'll try and now get the head more, there we go, fire at it, there we go. And off you duck when it comes, that guacamole.
Shields up! No, wait, they're on. Uh-oh.
Go for the head now, there we go, fire it more, there we go. Back the arm. Right, so that arm's down now, there we go, I think. It's just this arm now that needs doing. Oh, there's multiple arms now. Oh, that's typical, yeah. Yeah. Well, now, yeah, I know, I'm watching, and then cannon's main now for the head, just to defeat it. Now, if you don't have to do the arms now, you can just go for the head if you prefer, the sort of idea now. Now I'll fire it because I'm good at it, and it's gone. Finally, here we go. It's nice to see people here, so thanks for watching, guys. It's commenting.
I still am. I shan't be eating guacamole for quite some time. Certainly happy to see another one of Chaos's beasties go down, no? In fact, I hope historians one day write about our momentous victory over the guacamole monster. But for now, let us head back to the MAP.
There we go. Cutscene for the story again. There we go. I might show you this, guys, just to show you what this is. I was going to skip this, but I thought no, let's not, because I want to show you the kind of this. And this is where the brain's introduced, I believe, as well, so it kind of helps with a bit of background with this.
That's right. I'm in your bird now. I noticed that his mind was quite easy to infiltrate. Getting a hang of this depth perception thing is a different story.
Yes, well, speaking of short-sightedness, brain, those stupid Skylanders defeated my supposedly ultimate Doomlander. Hope you're happy.
Look, how? It's not my fault you thought about guacamole during the all-important creation process. But hey, if you want something else, no problem. You just need to be more specific.
Fine. How about this for specific? My Doomlanders are utterly feeble. What they need to be is awesomely fearsome. Like some sort of awesomely fierce thing. Get me, brain?
Yeah, you're not giving me a lot to go on, but I've got just the thing. Presto, brain out.
Are you all right, Lord Chaos?
I'm fine. There's been a change of plans. We're going to the soda factory. It's time to unleash the beast!
Right, so that's back. Let me just put that comment in, and then so that's what I want to say at the end, basically. In other words, so thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, or rate if you want to, and of course, any feedback would be appreciated. See you guys in the next part of this live stream series. See you guys there. There we go.